Just 2 hours south of Calgary, downtown Lethbridge, Alberta. It is our first weekend, Saturday night at the Brier. Primetime drama at the Brier. And what a difference a year makes. In 2021, Alberta captured curling glory.
Finally, 4 is the charm for Brendan Bottcher.
Wow! Darren Moulding was instrumental on that team, but oh, how things have changed. Team Bottcher parted ways with Moulding, a breakup less than cordial. Now he's joined Team New Brunswick. And in the province he helped deliver a Brier championship, there's one thing on his mind: redemption. Always special when Team Canada is on the ice, especially when it's the home province. Brendan Bottcher, Team Canada, taking on James Grattan, New Brunswick. That is draw 3. Bit of a spicy one tonight at NMAX Center. Get you caught up in action from this afternoon, as it was Northern Ontario Brad Jacobs 5-3 over the wildcard team Gunlickson. 3 wildcard teams this year. Manitoba cruising 10-3 over British Columbia. Nice game from Mike McEwen there. Nova Scotia also winners, and Gushu, wildcard team number 1, no rust from Beijing, 9-3 over Quebec. So you see 2 pools. On each side you want to be 3. If you're top 3, you qualify to make the playoffs. And we have a great matchup tonight. It is New Brunswick and Team Canada. Come on inside the building. As always, glad you're watching our coverage here on TSN. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier, Russ Howard. So Brendan Bottcher, really exciting in his home province. Maple Leaf on his back. I'm just curious, Kathy, any storylines at all? Anything brewing for this game? What you got?
Wow, this is going to be a match. But for James Grattan, before the game, he talked about that what really struck him last year when the team finally won, Bottcher's team finally won, was Darren saying how much he was looking forward to playing in his own city, in his own province. And when he was cut, James reached out to him. But he also said it's not just sentimentality. It's that he's a great player and he makes his team that much better.
Yeah, Darren Moulding, his family is from here. He spent a lot of time here, so it definitely is a home game for him. All right, Brendan Bottcher, 4 straight finals, Russ. He finally won one. Can this actually just be another game for the Skip?
If they're thinking correctly and clearly, that yes, it really can. There's no reason why it can't. All these top teams have been through these different things. It's called a distraction. You identify it, talk about it, throw it away and park it, and just say to yourself, look, we've played 1 game so far. This is just game 2. 93% as a team, more of the same.
So Patrick Jansen, obviously he's the new look for Team Canada. He's throwing those third stones. We can't wait. It is Moulding, Grattan, New Brunswick taking on Team Canada. First rock next.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, Here's How. By Scotties Facial Tissue, Unleash the Scotties. And by New Holland, proud supporter of Curling Canada.
You know, it's just going to be another game of curling, to be honest. I think everyone's hyping it up to be something that it probably won't be. I'm excited and happy for Darren that he found himself on a team. He seems pretty happy out there too, so, you know, hopefully we can walk away with a W from that game, as we want from all the games we play here this week.
It's easy to say, hard to do, but we're going to go out there and treat it like any other game. There's going to be lots of hype with it, obviously, and there has been. Darren's really shared with us the intention of going out there and focusing on our team and doing whatever he can to be a great teammate for us and taking that kind of pressure off of us. We're excited.
Welcome inside NMAX Center, and they were a team 1 year ago in the bubble in Calgary, and now they go head-to-head as Darren Moulding, a part of Team New Brunswick. What an ovation, though, that he just got. As it's time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. We start with Team Canada out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton. Your skip, Brendan Bottcher. Your third, Patrick Jansen. Second, Brad Thiessen. And at lead, Karek Martin. And Team New Brunswick out of the Gage Golf and Curling Club in Oromocto. Your lead is Andy McCann. Second, Paul Dobson. At third, Darren Moulding. And your skip, James Grattan. The 15th Brier appearance for James Grattan. Brendan Bottcher, you know the story. 4 straight Brier finals. He finally cracked through in the bubble in Calgary last year. Now getting to wear that Team Canada colors on his back here in his home province. The Rock colors, Grattan yellow, Bottcher the Redstones. It was Bottcher winning the draw to the button, so they have hammer. And to start things off on this Saturday night, the lead for Team New Brunswick is Andy McCann. And Kathy Gauthier, we had a chance before the game to chat with James Grattan, and we asked him pretty specifically, how much is your team rallying around Darren Moulding for this game? And he says, the intensity's through the roof. We want to win this so bad for our new third, and obviously they want to get the win in general. But yes, this game does mean more.
Well, they know that Darren was very hurt by what happened, and although we heard James already say in that clip that, it's just supposed to be a game, and that Darren's focusing on the team, but the team is very much trying to lift him up this game and carry him through.
Paul. Lead stones for Team Canada, Karrick Martin, and what a thrill for him to join his father on that Brier tankard. What a feeling for the young man.
No kidding. Only 100% in his game last night.
Right to it. Throws a lot. Good throw, Kark. Nice.
And both teams going to take the cautious approach here. In sheet 4, we were just on it ourselves watching, and it was just spectacular. Quebec Gushue game.
Kathy, I'll start with you. Obviously, you played at such a high level, 3 Scotties wins. What is Darren Moulding feeling inside right now?
Boy, Andy.
Oh, gosh. Everybody is a little bit different. And for Darren, he's probably done a lot of self-talk, that the best that he can be is when he parks all that extra stuff that happened to him and just go out there and be the best player. You want to prove to the team that cut you that they made a mistake, that you had a lot to bring to the team, that you were integral in their wins. It's hard to park the emotion, but you just want to be the best you can be. We saw that a couple of years ago with the Kathy O cut by Jennifer Jones. They did not have a great record during the week, but Kathy O probably careered in that game because she wanted to make a point.
Russ, you're as competitive as anyone. What do you think's going through the young man's mind for this game in his basically home city for Darren Moulding?
Well, Darren's really emotional, and that's what I love about the guy. That's what everybody loved about him, and I know James can't say enough about Darren, but that can hurt him in this game. There's no question about it. It's just so easy to try too hard. His draw to the button was already much off target as it could possibly be, and I just worry that he might. We all done it. We tried too hard, so. At the end of the day, it is, Bottcher said, it's another game. Both teams get 8 rocks. The rings are in the same spot. Just treat it that way.
We are as guilty as anyone in the media for blowing things up, and, present company included. However, we saw Cooey go up against Flash, and it was just different in how it's handled. It is a business.
Yes.
Obviously, you're going to see new faces, especially after this Brier, because after the Olympic cycle, basically gets blown up, and we expect a lot of different teams, but this felt different.
Yeah, it really did. I think the press release, you got a D- for that, and I think that's what really incensed Darren. And then, of course, this day and age, that blows it out of proportion.
All right, keys to the game, Russ, and let's start with your former teammate and Team New Brunswick and James Grattan.
Well, molding a better team. Darren's going to help James. We already know that we saw that last night's game, but it takes 4, and the other 2, the front end for New Brunswick, they're really good players. I know these guys, and Andy, I used to coach them, but the front end for Canada curled 97%, so it's going to take an effort of 4 of them here. And reading Darren, they've only played 1 event together in a curling club. Now you're in arena ice at the Brier. James has to read his releases properly.
And for the defending champ, his keys.
Pat on the back, and what I mean by that is Brendan Bottcher, he'll definitely be comfortable bringing Pat in at third. Will Pat be comfortable with Pat playing third? You're throwing him into the defending champion role. That's a big task, not easy to do. And find the forefoot. Any time I see Bottcher lose, it's usually because he hasn't got his draw weight. Once in a while, not very often. 100% on draws last night.
Keys to the game, brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue, an obvious choice for Western Canadians for over 95 years.
What's it running? Full speed, same as practice.
I think if you throw what you did in practice, you'd be fine.
And there's a look at the hometown kid wearing those New Brunswick colors. He was so excited about coming back to Lethbridge and talking to the media. Said, yeah, I basically grew up in this building. I watched concerts here. I used to come here watching sporting events. I made ice in the area. He's got family that still lives in Lethbridge, so this is quite the thrill for Darren Moulding.
No kidding. I think that was part of this problem, Brian, is once you win the Canadian Championship, you're automatically back into Brier, and he goes, wait a minute, it's in Lethbridge, and then it was taken away. So it's really nice that he gets another chance.
Yeah, that was. And the new look for Team Canada, and I say that it's a new look for us and for fans, but Pat Jansen has been around this team for a number of years. I remember even talking to Brendan Bottcher last year in the bubble, and he came a number of years ago to an event in Japan, got to know these guys. Obviously, he's the Ontario import, and they loved him. And he's fit right in. He's a great teammate. He's a great player. And for him, I mean, maybe tough too, right? You got to step in, and as you talked about, that pressure stepping in, Russ. That's
the extra step. When you're filling that spot for the Canadian champion, so there's really no win. If they win the thing, he's only as good as Darren was, kind of thing. And in this particular game, the eyes are on him because he's obviously replaced Darren. It's going to be interesting. Probably the thirds will decide this thing tonight.
Good, Darren. Hey, good tosses, bud.
New Brunswick played really, really well against Dunstone and lost by about a quarter of an inch. And if my brother Glenn had made his last one, Bottcher probably loses his game. So they're both kind of in the same position. Better stats for Team Canada, but they both could have won or lost the first one.
Clean. It's close. It's good. It's good. We're good. Weight's good. We're good. Good shot, Pat. Beauty. Very good.
See, Brad.
Shoot, buddy.
And I think that those shots are really key for Pat this early in the game to settle down the nerves. He's not being forced to make a really, really difficult shot. Brad Thiessen said before the game that they have played in 4 Brier finals, and those are all big games, and he feels this game is every bit as big, and that's how they have approached it as a team. It's a big game, and you need to really elevate your play.
The other variable here, when everybody in this building is watching that game.
Yeah, except for me.
And it's
I
not.
have the other 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why you get
we're
the
paying
big
her,
bucks.
Russ. You're not getting paid, but Kathy's getting paid actually. So.
But we've gone from cardboard cutouts to a whole bunch of eyeballs watching this one game, and that's hard on the athletes too.
Oh, but I think we'll take it, man. We live those cutouts too, Russ. It is awesome to have. And why not a spicy matchup, right? Like, it's excellent. It's great for the game. We got 100%. Fans in the seats.
Yep.
Something for us to talk about. There you go. That's awesome.
Solid easy.
Yeah.
Well, clean.
And what a career. Hard to believe he's 30. It feels like he's grown up in front of our eyes. And just what a complete player, Brendan Bottcher. And you want to talk perseverance? How about losing 3 straight finals and breaking through in the bubble? Good for him.
Just if he didn't break through to be in 3 straight finals, well, obviously 4 and won the 4th one. But can you imagine 4 straight Brier finals? It's unbelievable.
Nice throw.
And he's 30. He's 30 years old. He's got a lifetime of curling ahead of him if he chooses to.
Vic and I covered Brendan's team in the junior way back when he won that. And I remember turning to Vic and saying, this guy's playing a men's game. Like, it was totally different strategy, way more offensive, thinking farther ahead. It was very impressive.
Yeah, star at the University of Alberta up north. Obviously in Edmonton.
Clean. Firm. Whoa. Oh. Clean it. Just clean. That's fine, James.
Kathy, do you think this is a nice end for both these teams, just to kind of fill the ice? Pretty easy end, all things considered.
I do. I think that, we talk about all the hype. Well, they're fully aware of that, and the best way to settle everything down is have a relatively simple wide open end, and then both teams are also smart enough to know that they're going to have to play some rocks and play and make some good shots to win. But a great way to start for both.
So a chance for Bottcher, test this part of the ice as he throws the in-turn hit right through. Buckle in. Excited to be with you on this Saturday night at the Tim Hortons Brier in Lethbridge. Saturday night in Lethbridge, draw 3 at the Brier, and a blank early on the board between our feature matchup, Team Canada, Brendan Bottcher, and James Grattan out of New Brunswick. And Russ, I want to read you a quote from a conversation I had with Brendan Bottcher during the bubble time in Calgary. And what he said was, and this is obviously before he won, he said, I would love to play a Brier in Alberta and feel that intensity someday. The added stress, the pressure. He remembered his first game in a Brier was versus Brad Gushu in St. John's. He called it his welcome to the show moment. And you remember that crowd. And how grateful is now Brendan Bottcher, home province, Team Canada jacket, and fans in the building on a Saturday night.
Nothing like it. We were lucky enough to win the Ottawa Brier, and we were out of Ontario, Glenn and I, and you can't describe it. It's if you start bad, you know, if you lose your first two, you're like, oh no, you know, you're running around with a paper bag in your head hoping nobody recognizes you. But if you get it going, the crowd just lifts you, and off the ice too. You run into the hotel and people are cheering and saying good luck and hope you win this one, and it makes a big difference.
Remember Gushu, the famous meeting back home in St. John's? It wasn't a great start.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember a louder, more exciting final. I mean, you've played forever and been in the game, but that building and that moment, how special was that?
100%. That was crazy.
He felt good, Paul. Yeah, he was really slippery nice.
And right down to, you know, they brushed Brad's last one right to the bitter end and made it by about an inch and a half.
This is Darren's rock in practice that really curled, so.
Yeah, you should be okay.
That was a game I don't think Walker could feel his shoulders. Remember, he was injured, and Nichols had to jump up to the hog and help drag that in.
Yeah.
What do you think, Andy?
I think we've got to go a bit.
Line should be closed.
Paul Dobson, the 42-year-old, throwing second stones for the team from Ormocto.
Paul skipped a lot for quite a few years with his brother, and really good player. They beat us to go to LeBrier one year, and he just he's a great hitter.
Quick, hard there. Go, 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 keep going.
Able to just track it by, and that is shot stone, top 8.
Good sweep, D.
So other games on the ice for you. It's UConn taking on PEI, and yeah, buzz in the building because that other Alberta team in the house, Kevin Cooey, taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. Cooey squeaking out a win versus Saskatchewan in an extra end yesterday. Glenn Howard back at the Brier as well. Great to see him healthy, and talking with Glenn just before the game. Obviously, he wished for a different result in that game versus Dunstone, but nice to see him healthy and able to compete. If you don't know the story, with Glenn, couldn't even play in the playdowns, and son Scott took over, did a wonderful job, and here they are, another Brier appearance.
Yeah. Didn't do much with that last run back.
Curl. Whoa! Curl! Way up! Andy! Andy! Go, go, Andy! Go!
Paul Dobson, 1-2, nice double.
Good toss, Paul. Attaboy.
All right, Kathy Gauthier, let's get it started. Update time, Alberta, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Well, between those red stones is where Nathan Young went on his final, removed a stone, was trying to roll underneath, but rolled a bit too far. So it is wide open.
Easy.
And hit for 2. There is a stone on the outside, might be in, but it looks to be out.
Ben, no, it's good, it's good.
Here, John Morris, the call in the house.
Might as well put a stick to it.
So 2 for sure.
Put a stick to it, eh?
So we can tell you
but
that's time delayed. They put a stick to it, and it was just 2. So Cooey a 2-0 lead over Nathan Young at the Remax Center in St. John's.
Sorry, Brendan. Yeah. I don't mind that. We know this path. We know the outturn.
Okay.
Just flashed everything there on that short run back. Wrong way to miss it when you've got Hammer. You work on the front and you clean things up with the skipper. Now they're in a bit of trouble here, Bottcher.
I like it.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Whoa! No, it's okay.
Line's
Top
good.
8.
Straight. Line's good. Straight.
Like we're okay. Weight's good.
Top 4.
Clean it only. Got to bend now. You're all there.
Weight's close.
Lateral bend. Got to bend if you have to. It's T right now.
Yeah,
no,
T plus. That was good. I thought he was really good.
Yeah,
you were with him all practice, though.
Same as yesterday?
Yeah.
14 minutes
PEI a 3-0 advantage in the second. You saw the update with Alberta for the 2-0 lead. And a blank from Glenn Howard. So awaiting the first score over on sheet C. And a reminder, 3 wildcard teams, as that's Matt Dunstone. You have Jason Gunlickson and, of course, Brad Gushu. The 3 wildcard teams this year.
Yep. Just for lines. Just for
Hard.
lines.
Tight to the guard here.
Whoa. Just line.
Okay, our line's fine to back this one. I'll play.
Nice
Second
job.
Brier for Jansen, who was with John Epping in Regina in 2018, winning a bronze medal, finding the podium, and of course alternate with Bottcher at the last 2 Briers, including that gold medal in the bubble in Calgary.
Okay.
Not quite where they wanted that one. It eliminates the yellows at this point, but I think Darren's going to be real close to locking one on there. It can be hard to remove it.
Line.
Weight's gloves.
Hard. Hard line. Gotta go line. Hard line. Whoa.
Weight's there.
Stay with it. Paul. Yep. Paul. It's there.
Weight's there.
Whoa.
Weight's real good, James.
Right to it. I think you're fine to it.
Attaboy.
There's your hometown support. That's pretty awesome.
That's what he wanted to hear, isn't it?
Yeah. Love it.
It's great.
Line's good.
Easy.
I mean, Kathy, at the Scotties in Thunder Bay, I think at the end there was, 500 fans or so allowed, and I mean, what a difference. But they were pretty loud there, and to their credit as well.
Well, they were, and they were very pro Krista McCarville for a very good reason. Hometown team.
Not bad.
And clearly, Darren is having a lot of fun out there.
I like that throw.
Shoot. Yeah, that one tracked a little different than the other one.
Yeah, the building holds about 5,500 or so.
No, I just think
and
the
Mac
first
Center
one
here in
was
Lethbridge, and a great crowd on a Saturday night.
Forcing them to the outturn's not gonna.
Okay.
I don't mind
We've
either.
seen it.
I think either.
This is a better angle.
Yeah, I
sure.
know, and it blocks off the better
Yeah.
stuff.
You got it, buddy.
I think that's it. If he didn't get out to
James,
him,
this type of situation won't bother James Grattan at all. He's seen it all. He's played the best, and he's not afraid of anybody. And really nice strategist too. Like they talked about going with the out turn because it's obviously easier to get in there as to threading the needle here. But the angle's not as good because Bottcher can run it in there, leave his own, take out the yellows. So coming down in the intern is a smart move.
Good and positive.
Rusty's been close. 2 bronze medals. This is 15th appearance. Both bronze just up the road in Calgary. And I think one of them with a guy in the booth
That's right.
in
That's
2009.
right, yeah. Yeah, we had some great years together, and James is one of those guys that the more pressure there is, the more fun he's having. It's really great team player.
Yep, hard.
Skip Stone's here in 2.
Hard! 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 Keep going! Keep going! Whoa! It's good.
Choke
Nice
off
shot.
that
Good.
red one. That was why they went that way. There was a lot more good things could happen on the intern than the outturn.
Yeah, Wade
See,
was
you
good.
didn't make it, but now you can't raise the red one.
Wade was top 4.
We want to take a little bit. Like I'm seeing it out here.
I like that.
Pile of pressure here. Brendan doesn't make this. He probably gives up a steal.
Okay.
So, Kathy, I'm curious. Our first draw, when you have 2 draws in a single day, and tomorrow we go to 3 a day, obviously. We started in this morning with the feature, this afternoon rather, on sheet D. So I'm curious to get you to keep an eye on the time and see if a lot of the draw weight is the same from earlier today.
Sure will, and especially on the side that this game is going on. It is very full, and so you can expect some warmth when we'll see the impact.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Maybe min? What do you think?
Yep.
Line's good.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't mind it.
Whoa. Yep.
Close.
Line's
Brett.
good.
Whoa. Line's
Really
good.
close.
Line's good.
You gotta go.
Gotta go. Finish. Finish it. Gotta go.
Finish it. Finish it.
Keep it going. Hard. Hard. Right to it. Hard. Hard. Hard.
And look at that draw away. Brendan Bottcher right on the pin.
Good job.
Beauty. Nice job, Brendan.
What would it cost to rent that front end out for
I
a
was
couple of
worried it was gonna go a
shots?
little early on me.
It's not just the sheer physical strength. But Martin knew that was a fraction light all the way down. Then made it perfect.
That's good. How did you know?
Yeah. Rattle off something that's not big. Can you hammer this? You might be able to hammer
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we don't want to screw around too much. I'm just wondering, like right now, he gets 2 with that, eh?
Maybe.
He just runs that. That's 2 because this jams back here.
Is that why you're thinking maybe split
Yeah.
them? But then he just runs ours in maybe.
Red, yellow, 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 red,
We have to
yellow,
come right to it.
red stays, and red stays.
Yeah, I don't see much
You
difference.
actually
though.
get
Yeah.
2 there, Bottcher. So they're going to try to take that away, believe it or not.
Well, we can't spend too much on this. Maybe we just throw a guard. Long, keep it long, but then
He's running that for 2.
And if he plays it, he's moving 8 rocks.
We don't have much choice. Yeah. He can get there for 2 right now, eh?
What are you playing, Russ?
Yeah.
I think I just guard it and leave him that. If you're really worried about that, you could throw the guard and reckon one of
I
those,
don't think
move it
there's any
over a
benefit
little
to
bit, and then it takes away both angles. Just yeah, right, just like
If you
that.
touch the top one.
Yeah, we got to make sure we make something hard for him.
Okay. Okay.
I don't mind rattling the top.
Okay.
That's
Let's
the
take
call.
a little bit of
Yeah.
ice. I was taking out here.
Okay.
Rattle something.
You don't want to move the top red one too far because then it gets easier. But if you could get that top yellow one just short of the rings, move it a couple of inches, your thrown rock will guard the draw for 2. And by moving that yellow, those raises aren't lined up.
You like this, Kathy?
I do, and I also think that Darren knows better than anybody on this sheet what Brendan is likely to play. So he knows what he's going to play. You can sort of take it away, and you've got some options.
I got a hair less.
Yeah.
Top,
Yeah.
top 8.
Hard.
Line's good, yep.
James Grattan,
Top 8.
his final stone here in 2.
Go. Hard.
Top 4.
Hard. All you got. All you got.
McCann and Dobson, they have been pounding the stone.
Go, 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 go. Go,
They were
go, go,
okay
go.
with a little rub.
Good.
Tap, tap.
It's fine.
Good.
Is that mission accomplished?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. He didn't move it enough to change
Wanted to
the
move it a
angles
little
very
bit so we
much.
could maybe take his red out, but
Yeah.
Yellows. Probably got to throw it a little straight, hey?
yep.
Couldn't you raise the one that was just thrown,
Brendan.
Kath? Just tick the red?
Is there any danger here?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
That's the easier shot.
Well, there's no danger. If you whip it real hard, this rock is going a little, right?
Yeah. This should spin out, though.
As long as we play it like with firm. Yeah.
Much easier than what they were trying to
Well, this is
figure
by
out on
far
the other
easier.
side.
This looks way
I
more
like that.
makeable.
Yeah.
Just a little
Just
bit.
don't wanna whip it.
3/4.
If the yellow, if this undercurls,
Do you like good medium, almost
I don't-
firm, something in that range?
I think you might need firm to get this to here.
Okay, firm it is. I think we got to play it to curl an inch.
What do you, 3/4, 2/3?
3/4. I think we're trying to hit this one pretty thin.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Where do you like this, Brendan?
I like that.
if he jams it perfectly and this yellow one that's coming in stays there, they still score 1.
3/4.
So as you heard them say, I don't think we can hurt ourselves. So this is the best way to maybe get 2. It's not easy because if he hits his red one super thin, the back yellow there won't be enough power to get the back yellow. Just a fraction high side.
I can hold it there.
So a chance to convert with hammer after a blank in the first. Final stone, Brendan Bottcher here in 2.
Curl.
Curl it up, bang it back. And just the one. So a single. Good force from James Grattan as we have our first points on the board. Welcome back to Lethbridge, third largest city in the province. Around 100,000 people call Lethbridge home. And what a great spot to be our home for the next week. Championship weekend next weekend, of course. All these teams trying to get to Las Vegas, Nevada for the Men's Worlds later on this year. And 1-0. As Bottcher had an opportunity, that run back to try score a pair, picks up a single. So for the first time in this game, it is James Grattan, New Brunswick Yellowstones with hammer.
It was a lot of work for both teams to have a force at one. And Bottcher's just didn't come up that inch he was hoping for.
No. Close. Clean. Whoa.
Oh, Earl.
Whoa, Darren.
Earl.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Good, Andy.
Oh, boy.
So Darren Moulding obviously became a free agent when he was let go from Team Canada. And that man right there, James Grattan, was asked about how this all came to be.
Well, I think I found out just like everybody else of what happened with Darren and his old team with Bottcher and that sort of thing. And I kind of felt a little bit for Darren in the situation, this being his hometown. He mentioned in some of the media releases at the time that his sons live in the area. And it meant a lot to him to be at this Brier. So I kind of reached out and said, listen, we can maybe make this work for you if you're interested. And he said, let me get back to you. And so I kind of thought that that was it at the time, and I heard back from him about a week later, and he goes, are you serious about it? And I'm like, I'm serious about it. I have a team now, 4 guys, but we can make it work. And apart from after that, it was just, let's go, let's do this. And we've been excited to have him. Adding a guy like Darren with his background and his experience, it's been great for us.
And the rest, as they say, is history. Is Darren Moulding now wearing those New Brunswick colors?
Well, Brian, you asked him before the game if this was a one-time, one-year thing, and he was pretty clear that this is not necessarily a one-year thing. They've talked about longer term.
Weight's good.
Yep. Oh.
Down a touch.
Whoa.
Darren was asked by the media, what are your expectations? And he took a look at the person that asked and said, well, to win this thing. We got what it takes to win this entire thing.
That's awesome.
All right, my bad.
Spin that. No.
So he mentioned there's a lot of fans in the house.
Okay. Good shot, Paul.
Well, there's one in particular right there, Brady Moulding. Awesome. Cheering on Dad. How cool is that? Yeah, young man. Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Halfway. Hey, Paul.
And maybe someday they'll get to share the ice together. Right next door, you got Glenn and Scott. You got to play with your son.
That's right.
It's pretty cool. That's
nothing
awesome.
like it. Nothing like it.
Clean.
A little solid.
Clean.
Boy, this is a tough shot here. First of all, you got to get across the line at the right time, or it's going to break too much. And you only see a small piece of that yellow.
Clean. Yep.
6th straight Brier appearance for Brad Thiessen.
Made that look easy.
Good shot, Brad.
And maybe, and you talked about it, but maybe not talked about enough how good this front end is for Brendan Bottcher.
Make it.
You know, you cannot win at this level without an unbelievable front end. You've seen it with Gushu. You know, Brad was what? Gushu was maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 Briers before he won one, and that was partly because he just had to get that much stronger front end, and he did. And, you know, they've worked at it for a decade to get to the Olympics again. And these guys just don't get enough credit for their shot-making ability and their weight judgment because of their hulks. They're so powerful.
I think we got a hog stone.
It's all right.
Bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Not unusual for New Brunswick. Most of the surfaces are flat. You get here and it's like liquid ball bearings. It's just so quick out of the hack.
Tough one here for Paul. We'll get another look.
It's all muscle memory, and he's sliding out like he normally does, but just gets there too soon, yeah.
Just the last finger touch.
True.
So you'll see the lights go on. It'll flash red, and right away the rock is pulled.
That was definitely not a hog. It was flashing red. Hey, line's good.
That wasn't over.
So they don't think it's
Line's
over,
good.
so they have to, if
Wait's
they
good.
don't
Got a
believe
curl,
it, have to
kid.
let the rock come to a rest and then appeal the decision. They will have an official take a look, and if in fact the batteries are malfunctioning, then it's fine.
Hard to stop.
So this was flashing red, though, I believe, before he even threw the stone. So when they go to clean it and reset it,
Flashing red the whole slide.
That was in my hand.
It's flashing red the whole slide.
Yeah, there was red lights the whole way out of the hack.
I can vouch for the fact it started at top.
This is the next rock. This one, I believe it starts red too early.
That one was
it was red already.
Yeah.
Like
It was
right there.
flashing as he was sliding out of the hull. Yeah.
So the chief umpire is Diane Barker, deputy chief umpire Brenda Rogers for this event. There's Brenda right there.
It'll be resting back there in a minute.
And the difference between the two is in the first case where the New Brunswick team felt that he was over, they stopped the rock immediately. In the second case, they didn't feel that it was a problem, but you cannot remove a stone and have it tested. You must let it come to rest and then appeal
one.
it.
I'm not sure about that anymore. You got anything left now? After this? You got anything left after this, or what?
I think there's going to be one mixed doubles event in end of March in Leduc, which is good. That's kind of the event they put on in Nationals. And then there should
So right about, keep an eye for red there.
Sounds like it.
And he had, and that was well before, so it was red before he released the stone.
I don't even mind, like,
That's okay. It's just that raw. We did that yesterday.
All right, so now we'll go back to Paul Dobson. Now watch his finger and the hog line.
And there's that sensor in the ice just before the hog line, and your hand has to be off of it before it gets to there. I think it's a very different story than what we saw with Pat.
Well done.
And those lights didn't go off red until after the hog line, where the discrepancy here is for the other stone that was released. Obviously, the light was red before Pat actually even got to the hog line. It was red. So now Chief Ice Technician Greg Wasco making his way out, and he'll have a conversation with Brenda Rogers.
You can either put your feet around it just like in a...
Yeah, one of the players put their feet around it to give you the spot that they're going to move it from.
And this is what you would do if somebody throws the wrong color in a game. You put your feet like that, you remove the stone, and you replace it. So James will stand there so that when the stone goes back, if it goes back to the same place.
And Russ, what's the procedure? You lift the rock, you clean it like that, you put it down, it resets?
That's how it, that's how you set it. That's exactly right.
I like the handle, though. I want to keep the handle. It feels nice. Just turn the lights off.
Well, we need to rewind the camera. It was flashing the whole way from the second he crossed the back line. Even James said it was fine.
I was just trying to test that.
Oh, well then we need to talk to Diane.
So Diane, the handle tested as functioning. However, both teams agree that it malfunctioned before the hotline altogether. Teams agree it can stay in place.
The unfortunate part is James Grattan looks like a penguin and he can't move. He's got his feet.
Only you would notice that.
See, like, give him a break here.
And he released it like it was clearly before.
No, I can't do that.
Every time I think it's got that specific.
So clearly then they decide that stone, it was a malfunction, it stays in play, game carries on, and now it's on there in Molding.
And it looks like I didn't quite hear it at the end, but James did what James would always do. He realized the rock was faulty and let them put it back. Very nice.
That is definitely a gentleman's move.
Is it ever? It's a tough situation, Kath, because when 2 in a row, you start thinking, well, maybe our rock was faulty, and it clearly wasn't, but the camera angle.
Do you guys remember that back-to-back like that, though, in a game?
No,
even though
never.
you can see the discrepancy, it was different, but still, you're right, it does put doubt in your mind, doesn't it?
And then I guess the other strange thing is all of a sudden it tested like it was working, and it really wasn't.
That's the frightening part.
Yeah, is it ever, eh?
Line's good.
We're pretty high.
Yeah.
It's what they call a false positive.
Then if it's high. Yeah, go ahead.
You've heard that in the news.
Keep it going, Cart. Keep it going, buddy.
Keep
it going. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Good
Sorry,
scrub.
boys. Good scrub. Shoot.
Yeah, good
There's
shot.
enough room here now to get in there.
Bring it hard. Okay.
Are they trying to hit the higher stone here, Russ? Like come around and hit the higher red?
Yeah, the one that's buried, yes. The back one, I think, would be too hard because of the way it curls in here. So hit the top one and maybe roll behind your corner, and you've got a nice little end going.
I have to go, Paul.
So by the guard,
Yep, roll it.
hit the high red stone, and flip behind that corner, pops out a little bit, but pretty well done.
Boy, Darren. Good toss.
All right, Kathy Gauthier, Howard, Dunstone, Sheet C.
Glenn Howard, a little bit like last night, he's made some wonderful shots with his first, but not his second. Matt Dunstone was facing 3 on his first. He made a hit and roll. That is the shot stone. And Glenn trying to draw down to it. It's the stone in the back 12-foot. And so not only did it not get shot, but it didn't take away the open chance for Matt to get 2. Needs full 8-foot.
18th appearance at the Brier for Glenn Howard. Remember, he had the awful snowmobile accident and actually didn't play in the bubble in Calgary. Wayne Madaw came in for the team. Matt Dunstone back as a wild card team. Oh, so close the last few years. Probably tired of that bronze medal finish. He's ready for the next step for sure, and that is a lovely draw from Matt Dunstone.
Sorry.
So he's got the lead, 2-1 after 3.
Sorry, sir.
Nice job.
Good job, boys. I can't see any of it, so we definitely can't chase. Thanks. Just half, like kind of in the middle of the two of them?
Yeah.
For depth?
Yeah.
I think they're just decided they can't get that New Brunswick rock, so they're going to guard the shot rock and take their chances. But James will have a short raise.
Min?
A little late. Line's good.
Hey, min for weight.
Just half.
Line's good.
Okay, line's
halfway.
good. Yeah,
a little
just half.
Not
Line's
even. Good.
Line's good.
Halfway high.
Pretty high, right beside the red. Right beside the red.
Whoa!
Right beside the red. Easy.
Goes too far, it's going to leave another hole.
Good. That's good.
Just that little tick helped.
Good.
So do you ever take on that raise?
That's good.
Or you could double peel the top and then see what we get after that.
If anybody's going to make it, it's me.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Like just here.
I'm laughing because I played
I
with
know, I
James
like that too.
in down east. You have to learn to throw a soft handle with less rotation, and here it's a weapon if you can control it. And that's what he was referring to.
3 inches.
That's what we call you in the booth, a weapon, if we can control you.
Just make the double. Okay.
So by make the double, just open it up here?
Yes.
Is that the play?
Yeah, then then Bottcher kind of has to guard it again, and there's the angle raise for 2.
I'd rather leave him a double than a soft something, right?
Clean. Oh. Curl.
James Grattan with his first.
Clean.
We're good.
And where does that red one go? Right by everything and back of the house.
I like that. More weight. I'm seeing it.
Update now on sheet A, Kathy.
Well, that red stone that is shot, that is at the top of the button, was just hit and rolled on the final stone by Thomas Scoffin. So Tyler's trying to run the stone back, make the double, and have the yellow stone that is currently second shot be the counter.
Video. Tip.
Hard right to it. Hard right to it. Oh, boy. This could be real bad.
Oh. Over curled.
2. Yep.
So for Scoffin, that 4 he scored the first time UConn's ever scored a 4, and now a steal of a few more and a 6-3 lead over Tyler Smith out of PEI.
Easy. Line's good.
Line's good. Shade tight.
Straight.
Mark.
Okay. Weight's not bad. Whoa.
It's wide.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Stay. Sit.
Beauty. Oh, boy.
Pretty nice guard.
Nice shot.
Updates continue, Kathy, with Newfoundland, Labrador, and Alberta.
Well, Nathan Young in some trouble this end. Kevin Cooey drew around a guard to lie 3 on his first, and on his final stone, Nathan ticked the guard, and so that allows a draw to the paint for 4.
The youngest team here, Nathan Young and his squad out of St. John's, and Kathy, they're an up-and-coming team and already some success going to a Brier before Canadian Juniors.
And just some wonderful tactics and some great shot making, but you're playing Kevin Cooey, and they're definitely more rattled than they were last night.
Soak it all in. Wins, losses, get all that experience at your first ever Brier, and yeah, in tough against the 4-time champ. So Alberta leads 6-1.
Spectacular rock positioning there for a lot of reasons. It choked off that yellow raise for 2. Now you have to raise the wrong color. If you make a mistake, like PI just did, it's a steal of 2. And you've guarded a rock that's on basically in the button. It leaves James Grattan the pin to get a single. Perfect rock position.
On this side, yep.
Foot higher, he's playing the yellow raise for a deuce.
That's probably why he's wearing that jacket on his back, right?
That's right. Yeah, how true.
Whoa.
So James Grattan, final stone here in 3.
Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Should curl.
Weight's good.
Back 8.
Curl means Andy McCann on the brush. Trying to carve it over in a hurry and just not enough. It'll wick, it will roll, and it will be a steal of 1 for Brendan Bottcher and Team Canada.
Definitely there.
2-0 in our feature from NMAX Center.
And it'll be 3 straight Canadian championship. Carrie Anderson.
Carrie's team, you're strong. You got it.
You guys are so consistent. I haven't seen anything like this in years.
I can't say enough good things about that team. I think they've been dominant over the last quad.
Good luck. We're cheering for you. We know you're the best. Just play the way you're capable of and have some fun.
I'm sure they're going to enjoy it so much, and I'm so glad that's able to happen for them this year, and hopefully they'll go kick some butt.
Give her hell out there. We're all pulling for you. Super proud of you guys.
Just to go out there and do the same thing at the World Championships and bring it all home for Canada.
You won the Canadian Championship, won the Scotties. Let's go out and prove that you're the best team. Good luck at the Worlds. We're cheering for you.
Totally deserving of that Scotties victory. Can't wait to watch him, Prince George, go out there and compete and wear the maple leaf.
They're going to be great out there, and just make sure Coach Reed gets fed on time. He gets a little hangry.
Don't take anything for granted, and give her. We'll be watching.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's so good, isn't it? Oh, well done. And we echo all of that. Team Carrie Anderson, it all begins March 19th. BKT Tires and OK Tire World Women's Championship. Prince George. Awesome. And we can't wait to cover it. Cheering on Team Canada. Lots of Team Canada support in the building. And Kathy Russ, with the pandemic, right? Did the teams not a few years back showed up, were ready to play, and COVID sadly took it away. So that's awesome.
It is a full circle for Carrie and her team. That is where they were supposed to go and then had the bubble. And so now they get to go back where it all started for them, this time with family and friends and the entire nation behind them.
Guaranteed playoff spot for Team Canada. Because look at last year. They had the Scotties, they had the mixed doubles, they had 2 Grand Slams, they had the Worlds. It was just too much. They were all burned out. You're away from your family way too long. The situation, just the COVID situation alone was tiring, and they'll be ready for this one. Look out.
If I'm not mistaken, like the teams had arrived too, right? It was ready to, like, just what a heartbreaker to be ready to put on the maple leaf and for Carrie and that team for the first time as a team, right? Together. So good for them, and we wish them best of luck.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Good control.
Yep.
You might get a wall.
Right. Right to it, right to it, right to it. Roll it a bit.
Good.
Good. Good.
Same thing.
Yeah.
This is probably medium or firm.
So we're trying to kill
lose
the back
one,
red?
but keep your shooter.
Okay.
Like firm.
Sure. Just a hair
Right
off
out.
nose then? Or like I think
Is
we
it,
keep
is
both.
it easier
but-
to just get rid of?
Is it easier just to straight peel it?
Sure.
Like whatever.
There's
What?
about 4 inches of separation if you like that.
You prefer that?
Dead on
Whatever.
is just as good as hitting it super thin, so it's kind of like thrower's preference here, or what spot you know.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Yep. Hard, hard.
32-year-old Brad Thiessen.
Hard. Hard.
Oh boy.
Precision as he picks a yellow
Good
out.
shot.
Lights
Very
didn't
good.
come on that one. No lights.
Oof, almost missed it.
You know, Kathy, Russ, one of the cool things, too, it was tough with the pandemic, but after winning in the bubble, Team Bottcher all got a chance to take the Brier tanker, did some cool things. I think it showed up for Bottcher's stag. It went to some cottage parties. They took it on the boat. It was on a golf cart. Really neat to actually get to share it with friends and family and have some opportunity with that wonderful tankard with family and friends.
I think that's just wonderful. I don't know if they do that with the Scotties. They certainly didn't when I had the opportunity to win, because it would have been so awesome to take to my office, to take to Ottawa, where I was half the time, to share it with the people who filled in behind me and carried me at my work life when I was actually curling. So I think that's a wonderful tradition.
And Russ, you always talk about, too, you bring that gold medal home as a part of Team Canada and the chance to share it, like the impact it had for you as a person after you won it.
It really is life-changing. It's just amazing. And Kathy can speak to us, the joy when people see the trophy
Yes.
or the medal, and
Yes.
it is pretty special.
I think you talked about going back to Newfoundland, Labrador and going to small communities and getting to showcase it to win.
Unbelievable. The reception and the rock was just off the charts. It's fantastic.
Gotta go. Good scrub.
Beauty. Great shot.
Lovely touch to tap the yellow New Brunswick stone away, and yeah, what a beauty. That is what it's all about. The Brier tankard. First one way back in 1927, and what a feeling it must be when you get to reminisce, and Bottcher, Moulding, Thiessen, and Carrick Martin. No one can ever take that away from them as they are on the trophy, and he's trying to put his name on it for the second time, as is Darren Moulding. Kevin Cooey a chance to make history this week, win his 5th as a skip. No skip has ever done that. Furby has 6, but just 4 as a skip, so it's a pretty special trophy. Update time. Sheet C, Howard Dunstone, Kathy.
Well, Matt was facing 2 on his final stone. There was a yellow underneath Scott's foot. That was Matt's final stone, was trying to hit and roll underneath those corner guards, but rolled a little bit too far, and so already lying 1, Glenn needs full 12 for 2.
Saw in our feature, Darren wiggled right through, and the 1 red remains. You had a chance to talk with Glenn, Russ, and the knee, and how is it feeling after?
Yeah, he said it starts off really bad and just gets better and better and better, and he did in his first game. He really didn't show up for the first 5 ends, and then they came back and almost won that game against Team Canada, and he looks really sharp tonight.
And there you see, yeah, nice shot there, so a 3-2 lead for Howard.
Your line's good.
But not bad.
Pat Jansen from Pickering, Ontario.
Your line's good.
Not bad. Gotta go. You guys still gotta go though, I think.
Line's good. Just get into my broom. Line's good. Line's good. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're good there.
Beauty.
Great. Good scrub.
Perfect.
Nice shot.
Perfect
I got
depth.
a quick time on that. Yeah. I had 15-3, but even if it was 15.
Talking with Mike Fournier before his game against Gooch earlier today, and the one thing he said, I think it echoes the top teams. The top teams, you put the broom, we need it here, they throw it there.
Yeah, that's right.
The rock placement's insane.
It is. It's absolutely insane. Partly the great ice, but a lot of it is the judgment of these wonderful front ends.
Andy, go.
Little flip, top four.
Good toss, Darren.
I think I like that intern pass with easy.
Okay.
Edge of the rock.
Do we try and roll my way or just give him the double?
It was just like the only spot you like.
If you're a little wider, you hit the thin double.
Yeah.
Should have got maybe
I
Paul.
like the throw was good, hey?
So much mutual respect between those two. A big reason why Darren took the invitation. James said literally he waited about a week, reached out. You heard the story. He talked about it on the broadcast. We played his clip of what he said, and he said that the one thing maybe we don't see, what a teammate. Darren has worked so hard to fit in to be a great teammete to them.
Fantastic.
Medium.
There's more to it than just showing up at the rink, isn't there?
Clean.
Clean.
Medium. Whoa. Clean.
Clean.
Love to roll a couple feet to take away the double.
Roll it. Any roll. Roll.
Good. Pretty good.
Oh, that's real good.
Great shot.
Not bad.
Close.
Real close. Your daddy.
Yeah.
Try to go there again. Get a half under.
Half rock blank, maybe.
Yeah.
Just
Okay, buddy.
Control this time.
Yep, you got it.
We'll put it up. Hi, Mom. There you go.
Oh, wait, bud. Just a low roll your way again. What are you throwing? Just control this time. Okay. Got to get under, so. Yep.
All right, Kathy, back to work. Let's check in on Alberta, Newfoundland, Labrador.
Well, Nathan Young made a hit and roll facing 3 on his first. He was second shot, so Kevin Cooey capped it off, and it is that guard that Nathan is trying to run back directly onto his own, directly onto the Cooey stone for the single.
Whoa. Yeah.
James.
19 years of age in his Brier debut. Oh, just misses the red. What an effort.
Oh, that was just so close.
A steal of one as the 19-year-old so close. Lives in Torbay, Newfoundland, Labrador. Getting his Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts at Memorial University. And I bet a name we will see for years to come at this competition.
No question. The exact same lineup won the provincial Newfoundland Junior. So I believe for the first time ever, it's the same team going to Brier in the Canadian Junior. It's amazing.
What a story. All right, Kathy, back to you again. Sheet A.
Well, Thomas Goffin has had some great draw weight. Both of those stones in the 4-foot are his. And Tyler tried to freeze down to it on the first, came light. And that is why Scoffin went around again. And so now he faces 2, needs the button.
Okay. Line's good. Line's good. Close.
A lot of brother combos out here at this year's Brier. We talked about the Kennedy brothers that are competing, the Cooey brothers, obviously, and Chris Gallant is the alternate as well for PEI. And it will be 2 as that spills off, and just not going Smith's way in this contest. 8-3 for Yukon.
You had here. I sold the mark. Same spot.
We can judge it off of his last one.
Yep. Bite of the 4. That one I threw through the hole there when I wrecked. Can I judge it off that?
Yeah.
You said I was like T-line there?
Yeah, you were T-line there. Just like probably more top 4.
Yeah, I would say it's just a shade light than T-line on the one he wrecked on. Speed should be pretty close to the same.
Would this be something? This would be something draw out of the button in the warm-up.
Yes, yes. And James alluded to it. He threw one here, and he just wanted to reconfirm at the front end if it's similar speed.
So final stone in 4. New Brunswick trying to score their first point. A draw against 2.
All you. All you.
Would love to drag it to the pin for their skipper, but they got to work, and they are working. McCann and Dobson, they haven't stopped. Need a big drag to try get it. Pull 8, maybe a little bit more, and they will pull it, and is it enough? I think just shy.
Yeah, it's one.
Yeah, 1 red.
Yeah.
So Team Canada, another steal, and a 3-0 advantage over James Grattan. 3 singles on the board for Team Canada, with hammer for Bottcher in 2, and then a steal in 3, steal in 4, so 3-0 here in 5. James Grattan hammer, Yellowstone's trying to get his first points of the game.
Line's good. Line's good.
Top 12. Okay, weight's good. Okay, slide.
Make it
Line's good.
Right to it.
Line's good.
Almost to it.
See Karek Martin, his first top 4.
Line's good. Nice shot.
Oh, boy. Great shot.
And the second one, top 8.
We're talking the break, Kathy and I, Brian, I would argue that James probably threw pretty close to the weight he wanted. It was just maybe a little softer, as we say in New Brunswick release. And there's just that much more friction when you don't have the rotation. And think of it as a car tire. You're trying to get out of the snow and you floor it. You're just going to spin and you're not going to grab and go anywhere. And it's the same thing. So I think what's fooled New Brunswick on a couple of shots is the hog-to-hog timing. You hear people saying 15-3, 15-2. Not for Grattan. If he's going to throw a little less rotation, he's got to throw that a little bit harder.
And don't forget that because these rocks were recently sandpapered, I talked to Greg Owasco before the game, as they're crossing that center line, as they're coming down, they're starting to cut and curl, and that also takes weight off.
No question. And to what we're talking about with less rotation, it's going to really curl.
Easy early.
Greg Owasco is the chief ice technician at this year's Brier, familiar name, especially to these curlers who really enjoy his ice.
Definitely has to curl.
Now, you guys talked about rotation. We did chat during the break. I think the young Bruce Mowat and his team, didn't they, Kathy, not make a conscious effort to change releases so they all had the same amount of rotation on their team for that consistency?
They all throw a lot of rotation. They all throw it the same. So for Bruce, when he puts the broom down, he knows exactly what to expect from every single player, and that includes himself.
I know.
A couple of days corner guards here for New Brunswick, because even though there's a lot of red down the middle, they can disappear in a heartbeat. Ball can throw it hard.
Okay.
Good shot. Shot, Paul.
He'll get 2 moving.
Good shot.
Sticks the shooter.
It almost touched the back one. It just skimmed the back one.
Did it?
Yeah.
Good shot.
Not heavy, but
your line's good.
Russ, did you guys take the Brier tankard anywhere back in the day during your wins? Did you have that opportunity?
Line's
No,
good.
no, we actually didn't, now that I think of it.
Always pass.
No.
Close.
Wouldn't fit on the horse. It's before our automobiles.
Very true. Oh, man.
That back to the Gushy one, though, right? That, like when they mosh pitted the...
Oh, in St. John's.
That was crazy.
3 in the morning. They passed it to the fans. That was an unreal scene.
Like the same? Okay, or last. Or last.
Or. No.
That trophy could write a book. I would buy it.
Whoa, 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 yep, straight. Whoa, 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 curl.
Straight back, and this is a real close.
Straight, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Paul Dobson again, run it back. Oh, he'll stick it. Nice shot.
There's a teaching point for all the skips coming up. James Grattan asked for like a control weight, which allows the brushes to make it go a shade left and right. You throw peel there, you've made it or missed it out of your hand. Perfect weight choice.
Either or.
Ooh, that's a small port.
Play this, just medium.
I like this better, yeah. But
3/4.
They're actually playing the run back.
Firm. Whoa.
Firm.
Whoa, curl.
Curl. Curl.
Gotta go.
And just a chip there from Patrick Jansen.
whoa.
Okay.
Tough plays. Let's go, Darren.
Okay.
It's good speed, hey?
Yep. I'd say full speed.
It felt good speed, yep.
Little chance all of a sudden. Get one around the corner guards, and there's 3 of them in reality.
Oh,
top 12.
Curl.
This
Curl.
rock, if it's perfect, it'll be hard to
Line's
remove.
good.
Top 12.
Line's good.
Just top. No, weight's good.
T-line.
How's the line? Weight's good.
As this rock from Darren Moulding settles, we'll check in on Glenn Howard and Matt Dunstone.
Well, Matt drew to lie 2 on his first, and there were no opportunities for doubles. And so Glenn hit and stuck. It is that shot stone. And for Matt, I think he needs to roll just a little bit to the center line side to ensure that it's for 2.
Yeah, dead on might not do it.
It might not.
Meantime, in our feature, you see Moulding drawing in. So it is New Brunswick lying the 2, trying to score their first score here in our feature in the 5th end.
Off, Kirk. Right off. Clean.
Off. Clean. Well, off. You got to roll it. You got to roll
Jansen delivering his second of the end. There's the tap. There's that roll. And enough to move the red out. You bet it is. That's a nice shot. Touch shot from Dunstone. As he'll pick up a pair.
Nice shot.
And in our feature, yeah, my goodness. Making some good ones across the sheets of ice at EnMAX Center.
Like that. Hack. Yeah.
Just quietly going about his business, is he not?
Yeah, no, we touched on it. I'd have to think in this type of situation, it's a lot of pressure on Pat Jansen. He's 3 points ahead of Darren. Not that that's a lot, but he's holding his own so far.
Gotta go. Hard. Quick.
They do gotta go. That guard is coming up quickly. There it is. Can they scrub it by? They can. There's the tap. Get that red back far enough.
Great.
And push it back to lie 2. You heard, though, right at the end, Darren saying, Paul, and they almost forgot about that, Stone.
You were at the back one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta go. Hard. Quick.
It's the little things in a game like this that make a difference.
So true.
Yeah, right there.
Spectacular weight. 2
It's not a bad
perfect
roll.
stones by Moulding.
Good sweep, bud.
If we roll under and he gets around them all, we could get in trouble.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, like nose.
Easy.
Okay. I don't mind that.
Interesting call. You'd think you'd try to roll buried, but you're not going to be shot rock. Darren's saying Brendan's saying if you hit this dead
Unless you
on.
want to try and roll big and just get shot out of it.
No, I like this.
But I don't think we're getting shot if we just roll behind the guard.
You hit it dead on.
Farther.
No, I like this.
Grattan rolls. It won't be closer than that red one that they almost didn't sweep. So then they'd only be laying 1 for New Brunswick. Rolling Barry doesn't give him shot rock anyways.
Whoa. Board.
Clean. Solid board. Clean. Solid board. Easy down.
Whoa.
Solid board. Easy down.
Curl. 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 Hard. Hard.
Yikes.
Watch the jam.
Get it going. Get it going. Get it going. Get it going. Get it going.
Okay.
And is that third shot Stone? I believe it is.
No question.
I like that throw. I didn't see that falling the whole way down the
Yeah,
sheet.
it didn't. It fooled them. They were quite calm about the release.
Ah, sorry, Pat. I didn't hate that throw.
It was a good throw. Just hung the whole way. They were yelling board, and I was expecting it to move a bit.
Yeah, me too.
Just if we go around, we got to be full 4 unless he freezes.
Yeah.
I don't. If he could freeze there and be shot. Yeah, bite the 4.
Okay. I don't think it matters what turn though, Darren.
No, whatever you like.
Might like this one.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
The ice is so good. In this case, James might refer to the front
So I
end.
gotta give you a little bit more
They
than
know
just-
the
yeah,
path
yeah.
because they're the ones that have to put it on the
slide
X.
path a lot here.
It's just coming off the fans here. It's just not carrying.
What does that mean, Russ, that comment?
Just a shade slower, maybe hog line in, and whether that's wear and tear because it's warmer on that side. The ice is maybe starting to flatten out a little wee bit. But good information from Andy.
Line's good. Don't kill it early.
Wait's close.
Okay, wait on me. Yep.
Have a look for me. I gotta go.
Yep.
We gotta go.
Line's good.
Wait's close. Wait's
Line's
close.
good. Just play the weight.
We're there.
Doesn't need to curl.
Bite for it.
Straight.
Gotta go bite for it.
Straight.
Paul.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's there.
It's all there.
Don't let it over curl now.
Sit. Sit.
Ah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So settles side button, and it pops out the other side.
Slide, eh?
But I'd like to see out of Team New Brunswick here, and these guys are both my buddies, so I don't want to throw them under the bus too much. But
you will.
They're yelling, "It's there," or "It's fine," or "It's." Whereas most of the teams are going, "It's a 4, it's a 5, it's a 4, it's
right."
fine." And it gives the in this case Molding, who's in charge of the house, a little bit of idea where how much it's going to curl because of the speed. Nobody ever said T-line, and so they kept brushing it. Now it's over curled. And those are the things you just learn at this level, if you play enough.
I got half a rock.
I'm good with
Pat
it.
threw so we know Pat. So I'm good with that.
You want to come
Giving
down and
him
have a
two's
look
pretty
with
good
it?
here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, go back.
I think it makes sense
like
to
it.
hit it
I think
because you're
that's
3
probably
up.
the call.
And it's
Because the
then
threes,
it's just a
even
throw,
if you
right?
just punch it out, 2's not bad here.
I thought you threw yours pretty nice.
Yep.
Like that?
Okay.
Yours didn't do anything crazy. I just left it a little long on the sweep.
Okay.
Is that the call then, Russ, with that broom, the tap, just quiet tap?
Yeah, hack weight. Now the unfortunate part for Team Canada is I think they'll roll right. They might be able to roll underneath now that I think of it, but just killing it guarantees you a 1-point lead with hammer. You out curl this end. Don't do anything stupid here. The freeze is a great call. If you ever miss it, you give up 3. You might be able to get underneath here. It really depends on their stomach, whether they've got the nerve to shave that guard.
Well, you got the pressure certainly to move it over if you choose to. So Brendan Bottcher, Team Canada, his final stone here in 5.
Can't jam it on the back one. Can't jam it on the back one.
And there's that jam, but I think they got away with it.
Did they? It's close. I think you're right.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We are good.
I think you heard Karek say they're okay.
Are they 3 if they hit it?
They can get you. I didn't think we could. It was lucky we got a little roll off the jam.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, down. I think that jam might have
So it looks like a similar shot, quiet tap for Grattan to score 2.
Yep. Shade tougher. It's a little more underneath, but
jam and be fine.
it's definitely there.
That, James?
We can jam and be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
For
just
their 2. Yeah, they can jam now to score their 2, and they're all right.
Let them know what the weight is.
What are you throwing?
Trying for hack.
Okay.
Okay.
Same as he just had.
Final stone, New Brunswick.
Wait's good.
James Grattan here in
Wait's
5.
Whoa.
A chance to get his team on the board.
Straight.
A chance to get this crowd going at NMAX Center.
Touch heavy.
Clean.
Just clean it.
Oh, boy, James.
Boy, James.
A little clean. Yeah, James, that a boy is right as he will slide it through. And the crowd approves. New Brunswick, Grattan on the board. It is 3-2 Team Canada. Our first Saturday night at the Brier in Lethbridge. A lot of great shots already as we bring you AGI Top Shots.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, what a run back shot and stick it to boot. Unbelievable.
So tough. He throws this 3 feet heavier than he wants to. Won't even touch it. can't wreck on his own. If he does, he probably gets 2, but he needs that 3 to get back in this game. It's all a line shot. Johnny's got to be careful this doesn't break early.
Clean.
So final stone here in 6.
Clean. Hurt. Yeah. Come on, Beach. Clean. Whoa.
Clean, and now off. You hear John Morris in the house calling line and wait.
Clean. Let's go.
Trying to come back to that yellow little tap. That is perfection. A perfect tap and 3 for Alberta, and there's your answer. Vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI Storage and Handling Equipment for Agriculture. Expecting a lot more top shots as the week goes on. And a little momentum now for Team New Brunswick as they pick up their first deuce. And that brings us to the story after 5. 3-2 advantage. Russ Howard, what are you looking at thus far through the first 5?
Just a couple of shots. I think Team Canada's been a little bit better, but James had to draw the pin in the third end, hair heavy, and then he came up light in the fourth, maybe a little less rotation. It slowed it down a little bit. Therefore, a 10% difference. But 2 last end, that changes things completely.
After 5, brought to you by Russ Howard, who didn't bring his wallet to breakfast again this morning. Team Canada, all smiles. What a thrill to be in your home province wearing those colors. He leads by 1.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
We really wanted to do a lot of things to be ready to play in this Brier. And for our team, probably more than some of the teams here, it was the focus of our year. In the last 2 years, we've had a pretty good first pool and then kind of slowed down. And hopefully this year we can carry a little bit of that momentum through.
Definitely have a little bit of a challenge bringing in a new player. That'll be the biggest test for us, is getting Colton comfortable, and opening weekend for us, the first 48 hours, is really making that as seamless as possible.
And that is our feature when we return tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Mike McEwen winning his opener, Team Manitoba, versus Jason Gunlickson, who lost his opener. Look forward to bringing you that coverage. Colton Lott in for Colin Hodgson, unfortunately, and sharing some messages with Colin. He recovering from COVID. Also, his body's a little bit banged up as well, so we wish him the best in getting healthy. But, Kathy, what an opportunity for young Colton Lott here at the Brier.
Well, it is. We've seen Colton so many times before, not only the Canadian juniors, but of course the mixed doubles. And then, of course, he stepped in to play third for Matt Dunstone at the Olympic trials this year. And when Mike talks about, fitting Colton in, it's not about ability. It's just about finding the chemistry and how everyone's comfortable and working well together.
And we're seeing that as well in our feature with Darren Moulding, a new face coming together. And a nice job scoring their first 2. So here in 6, Team Canada has Hammer back, leading by 1 from the Red Rocks.
Top 12, fine, have a look.
Almost a 3 when Bottcher jammed that one. If it hadn't rolled a little bit, it would have been a tap for 3.
Lead's good. Always got a curl. Want to be okay, curl.
Now go.
Come on, yep.
Now
it's
go.
light, it's light. Keep going. Okay.
Oh, you. Nice.
Oh,
Boy,
nice
Paul.
shot.
You can hold it so much with this weekend.
Another update, Alberta, Newfoundland, Labrador, Kathy.
Well, Kevin Cooey drew in on his final. He does lie 2, but he set up a sharp double. And that is what Nathan is chasing, an opportunity for 2 if he's able to make it.
Hey, close. Bin.
Trying to score a pair against the 4-time Brier champ.
Hard, you got it. Hard. Sit.
1, 2, stick it. Well done, Nathan Young.
Nice shot.
Nice double, picks up a pair. As Cooey leads 7-3 after 5. And it's funny too, well, not funny, but it's an interesting story. Brad Gushue saying they kind of lost their coach and alternate, Jeff Thomas, who's moved over, and he's coaching these youngsters, and obviously with tongue-in-cheek, a big blessing because he brings so much experience to this young team. Obviously, Brad, they know what they're doing. They're pretty good squad with Jules Ochar still there as well. So that's a really nice story. And
Now it's fine.
Excitement for this young team out of the Rock.
Always straight.
Nice to see another team coming up with this much desire.
Boy, Paulie. Make it.
Straight back, absolutely on the nose. Might get the top yellow past Bottcher's red.
Clean.
Oh, he's just playing the peel.
The leg one.
It's similar to yours.
Good line.
Room.
Now line's fine. Curl.
Halfway tight.
If it's tight, it's fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's throw back to you, Kathy Gauthier. This time, Ontario wild card Dunstone.
And it has been Dunstone lying too for much of this end. Matt hitting on his final stone. No real double opportunity to bring that buried stone into play. So this is the force. Needs to draw the piece of the forefoot for the single.
How's Ontario looked in this contest, Kathy?
They've looked, it's been a very good game. It's very, very back and forth. There haven't been a lot of opportunities left. I think that what you talked about is so true. Glenn's delivery early in the game is a little bit shaky with that knee, but as it starts to loosen up, he just looks more solid, more comfortable. His draw weight's what's been spotty early, and that just picked.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. I don't think there's any question he had draw weight.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and a 3-point swing too, isn't it?
So Dunstone up by 3 after 6 on sheet C.
Fuck right off.
You heard Team Gushu had a couple picks, but I haven't seen any other than that.
And they're just keeping it clean. So very confident that the weight's there. Now they're just bringing it in, and you'll see it jump. Right there.
Sideways. So trying to park that frustration for Team Ontario. Meantime, back to our feature.
Interesting is rock positioning here because both teams are kind of happy with the angles. Grattan's got 2 buried lined up.
Gotta go.
But they've got to rearrange them, Bottcher, and then he's in good shape.
Right to it.
Tap set yellow, now back button.
Interesting.
Who shot stone there, Russ?
I think it's red, but it's really, really close.
I should have asked Kathy. Kathy, who shot stone there?
I don't know.
Okay.
Wow, at least I made an effort.
She's getting paid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have an excuse. So.
Red. I'll go red. I'll go red.
I think we got to do it, though.
You got to move, roll it to there, right?
Bomb, eh?
Yeah. Got to hit the inside.
Right on the, right on the nose is pretty good.
If you throw peel, roll it there.
Okay.
Nose, yeah.
I'm out of ink again. We're going to dead on, maybe cheat towards the center line a bit, and you're going to see an awfully big backswing out of Darren Moulding here. This is old school. And he can throw it hard.
You don't see it much anymore. I know Glenn Howard does it. Moulding does it better than most. And here we go. The backswing. Here comes the heat.
Curl.
Big weight in turn on the way.
Roll it.
He gets all 3 moving. Pushes the 2 red out to the wings. And shot stone is Team New Brunswick.
Any more curl? I think he gets them.
We could do.
Yeah.
I guess we could have hit a little further on the inside and got that other one.
Right.
Yeah.
A little thinner, you got the top one. Beautiful shot here.
Yeah, the angles were not good.
No.
Heel.
Still, the only way they're going to score a decent end here, Canada, is to make this double, because the red ones or yellow ones right underneath covers. You have to make that double, which you could take out one of your red on the way by.
Pat Jansen trying to answer. Oh, slicing precision gets the yellows to go. Spills the red, but mission accomplished.
Yeah, it's going to be tough not to hit your own red there. You're right. The key thing was get rid of that buried rock.
Millimeter thicker. Good. Straight, hey?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with Pat Jansen. He has, to my knowledge, hasn't played a ton of competitive curling, certainly at this level.
I think there
lately.
was a spot we could have hit it, made the double and missed.
Yeah, we mentioned his second Brier. He won a bronze
cutting it a little close.
with Epping a few years ago.
That's right. Second, yeah.
The nice thing, too, with Bottcher and Brennan, so much respect in talking about Patrick. They've known each other for years. It's not like this is new for them, right? He's been around the team. He's been the alternate a couple years in a row, and it's pretty seamless to slide him into that role. Skip Stones here in 6.
Whoa.
Close to normal. Heavy.
Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Curl.
Gotta hold the shooter.
Okay.
And it will hang out in the weeds.
It would have been tempting for Team Canada to brush that, Brian, if you ever get that out of there.
Yeah, that was normal.
Good.
It's probably a good spot.
Good throw.
I've seen it kind of run on this side so far.
Okay. Let's take where we gotta hit it.
You like good medium, Brandon?
Really good
Medium?
spot,
Medium,
because unless Bottcher can stick this, if he
Medium.
doesn't, James is going right around that center guard. Could have a tie game. These are the ones you think, rolled out, no big deal. It's a huge deal here. And I can't tell you what it's going to do with this wide. Sure not taking much ice.
No, it would be nice here.
Every other hit we've thrown has been.
Kathy, we heard from us earlier. Did you ever play in a Scotties in a home province or a Worlds?
I did. I had the opportunity to play both the Canadians and a World Championships, both in Brandon, who have hosted some wonderful events, and it was terrific. There's just nothing better than your family and friends being able to be there, and especially in a World Championship, having the crowd behind you. It's pretty special.
We hear Cheryl, our good friend, always say, pressure is a privilege. Is that how you viewed it? Did it just boost your team?
Oh, so much so. You just realize how fortunate you are to be playing at that level in a sport that you love, and to have people really appreciate what you're doing. It's a gift.
Yeah, Team Canada's special, but Team Canada in your home province, that's got that extra nugget, doesn't it?
Oh, true.
I kind of wanted to have it throw enough weight that I was pretty confident it would run straight.
Yeah. Well, when you went down, I said good medium. You didn't hear me, so I just said medium.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So James Grattan, his final stone here in 6.
Clean. Yeah. Clean. Whoa.
Trying to roll it buried.
There's the hit. Here comes the roll. Couple more rotations to try and make it interesting at the very least.
Great effort.
But it'll be wide open for the
Good throw, James.
blank for Team Canada.
Good throw. Real.
Such a difference from last year where you could hit a pin drop in the building and hear those fans having a good time. Final stone, Brendan Bottcher looking for the blank, and he will get it. Team Canada with hammer and a 1-point lead. When we come back to Lethbridge, we'll step aside. Glad you're watching our Brier coverage here on TSN on a Saturday night in Lethbridge. Blank on the board. They're from Team Canada in 6, so here in 7. Once again, Brendan Bottcher, Redstones with hammer, and a 3-2 advantage.
Got to bend its max.
Sit.
Good.
Don't bounce. Pretty good.
If you have the weight to just touch it.
Just a little, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Just top 4. Line's good.
Line's good this time.
Top 4.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Clean.
Close.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Top 4.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Curl.
Clean, no straight.
Clean.
Weight's really good.
Clean.
Stay close.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa. We're good. Great shot. Very good.
Well, Darren Moulding was more free agent frenzy than trade center, but obviously this basically his hometown, and he was feeling the love from the building. Is this any fun or what?
That's awesome.
You know what? It's
that's just great.
Win or lose, a memory he'll have for sure.
Yeah, how true.
You know, in this game.
Curl.
Yeah, heavy, James.
Gotta hit something. Keep going.
Trying to carve it here for Paul
Gotta move
Dobson,
under it.
trying to
You
get
got
a piece of granite.
Down a lot. Okay. Good. Good sweeping.
Keep going.
Gotta move the red. You got it. It's coming down a lot.
Well, if you got a lot of nervous energy or excitement, that's one way to burn it off, isn't it, Russ? I mean, all he had to carve that over.
It's funny, he's his inner Kark Martin, because that's the noise that Kark makes.
That's right. Gotta kill it. Yeah.
The pressure that these guys can put on the ice and lean on those brushes.
Incredible. I wonder, as this goes along and the crowd's like pro Moulding, did Team Canada, being the home team, expect that? Because they're almost the villains right now.
You know what? If you speak to every player, I think they'd love to be booed. They don't care.
Right.
Have the fans and the action.
That was about as good as we were going to do.
Now look at that little shot, the little spin up.
Clever.
That was an interesting point that
It's a good spot.
Brad Jacobs made in one of his interviews. He chatted with Bob Weeks about it before he came. We like being cheered. Obviously, Mark Kennedy's from Alberta. They'll get those cheers. But we also like being the villain. We like hearing maybe the boos towards us because that fires us up.
Yep.
So you can, it's how you use it, right?
Right.
And you want to take the crowd out of it, even if they're not going to boo you. You just want to make them not cheer for the opponent.
It's funny, too, Kathy, how some athletes are built for it. They thrive off that. It doesn't matter. Drama, energy, some love it more.
I can't see anyone in this building complaining this week about anything. It's just alive, and it's exciting, and it's something that we have all missed so much.
Shot, Paul.
Trading some nice ones here as Paul Dobson answers. Continue to move the angles around in the house. Try to control the top of that 4-foot area.
Angus. Easy.
You got it,
right on the
Brad.
nose.
Right on the beat.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of cheering, too, for this Kevin Cooey team, obviously based out of Calgary, just 2 hours north of Lethbridge. And another update, Kathy, on Sheet B.
Well, it is shot stone belonging to Kevin Cooey, but when Nathan is not able to cover the stone, he's trying to just squeak by the guard. If he can angle it and remove the yellow, it's for 4, and if he keeps the shooter, it's 5.
Ben Hebert on it, off it, tap, tap. Oh, there it goes.
Jeez. Very, very precise.
A big 4 on the board. And certainly one of the favorites, just by the yellow. And a nice tap. He made a heck of a shot in the extra end against Flash as well, remember, kind of that little tap instead of the draw, right, Russ? I mean,
it took a while for me to even see if it was possible, and he just got the perfect angle with nice weight and moved that yellow barely far enough. Yeah, that was a really good shot. Team shot.
Back to our feature, Darren Moulding. Quiet little double. Shooter sticks around. Shot Stone still Team Canada back 8 and Bottcher hammer here in 7.
I slid tight. Oh, you got it to go.
So, Russ, it's one thing to pick up a new player in molding, but molding's in the house as well. So the adjustment of knowing James's release, James knowing his release, and I guess just getting to know each other in that regard as well.
James is a very soft release, and he throws more rotation than he did when he played with me, but it's still going to curl, and it's, you have to be able to anticipate that for molding, and it's their first time on arena ice as a team, and they've done a wonderful job, really. It's only been a couple shots this game.
Line's good. Line's good. Go ahead. Yep. Hard.
Wait's good.
Just line.
Wait's really good.
And you know, Russ, speaking of taking care of business, tuning out the noise, how about full credit to Patrick Jansen, who's had a lovely game and also a key shot back at 6.
Real key shot, because if they don't get this buried one, and the only way he's going to do is make the double, they could be either A, forced to one, or it's a steal to tie the game. Just picks it off clean. Yes, he lost one of his own, but it allowed him to blank and start all over fresh with the advantage of hammer.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be okay.
Whoa! Curl, 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 curl. Curl. Okay, rolling right away. That's fine.
Good shooting.
Didn't quite get shot. That would have been spectacular underneath cover like that if it was shot rock, but it looks like it's red.
Same speed here?
Yeah, I'm with you there, Russ.
Well, they're shrinking the scoring area on Team Canada, but it's still a chance at 2.
Line's good.
I thought too.
You thought heavy?
Wait's good.
Okay.
Line's good.
I think heavy, but
A little bit. Yep.
okay.
Hard line. Hard line. Whoa, whoa.
Gotta go for weight.
Yep. Hard line.
Gotta go.
Go, Kari.
Gotta go hard. You got a real good one. Hard.
Go. Go, go, go. Need seconds. Go, 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 go.
That's a good shot. Nothing wrong with that.
Didn't get there.
Third shot, I think.
Nice.
Who's it right now?
Then he just he played a double it. I did, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was good.
He just hit sit right there. I do think we are second shot.
No.
What does that do for us?
The only other thing I see is the run.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Well, it's either knows this, lie 2. What does he do? Plays a little tap.
Yep.
Make a
and
double.
then you're gonna have.
Make a slash.
Yeah. I mean, he could get to the nose on the tap, but you can't play the tap here.
No, I know.
Do we ever? Yeah.
Time out. Let's time out this.
Time out. Time out.
First timeout for Team New Brunswick.
Time out.
Both teams get 2 timeouts of 90 seconds.
Where's shot there?
And the alternate will come out, Jamie Brannon.
We're second. What's one? That one?
First, second.
I mean, obviously you tap it, we lie too.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
seeing
shot.
hit the back one.
The only other, we could do that. He either plays the roll or he plays the tap.
I mean, that bump, if he ever rolls that way, your nose hit to sit 5.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
It'd be hard not to leave you a double with this tap.
Yeah.
He gets to get to nose.
He can get to nose, but
the nose is easy.
If he makes the tap,
what do you have?
do we make the tap after?
it's pretty buried.
Yeah.
The other shot's the run right now. If you can make contact on this red, we're not in bad shape.
On this red.
Yeah. And then you might get them both.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. But don't we have the run on the
You almost have to, you don't have to make it now, but you're pretty
it's
close.
real close, so you can get them both.
I don't mind anything right now.
Just hitting that back one, sit on the nose?
No, yeah. That's not easy either, but.
If he makes that tap perfect, you're probably throwing the run on the next shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's now or that?
Yeah.
What? Say if I miss the run, he just plays the tap.
Yeah, it's all open. He might hit.
Hit and lie. Hit that top one.
Yeah.
They'd love to do that, but
Like,
that's a high
guys-
degree of difficulty shot. This makes a little more sense where you just come down
I don't
and
think nose in that does
tap
much
that
for
back,
us.
sit two, let the other guy make the tough shot. The only danger with that is if you crease that red one on the way by, and then Bottcher's drawn for three
I like it.
with his first
What third
rock.
you like?
Whatever. I don't mind the out low.
I don't mind. I know the out better.
Yeah.
Any different thoughts from you, Kathy?
Yeah.
Just inside the spot.
No, I'm actually watching Nathan Young make a triple. So.
Okay, also fair.
But then he didn't.
Okay.
Let's make it, though. Let's go, bud.
I have 3 games to watch, you two.
Just got to cross it a hair.
Out turn.
Yeah.
Well, normally 4 if the Winnipeg Jets were playing. Or
Well,
maybe they
that
are.
is-
Actually, I
no,
don't even know.
no, they're not.
Thank you.
Not till tomorrow night.
Just hit it almost on the center line. Is real close. It'll definitely get the top one. A little thicker than that. Gets both.
Whoa.
So after the timeout, Skip Stones here in 7. James Grattan with his first.
Clean. Curl. Curl.
And he'll kiss his yellow out. Team Canada line 2.
Don't want to leave him like a plug,
Pocket.
right?
In the third end, Brendan Bottcher said to Pat, I think I'd rather have
That
him
leaves
throwing
him
a
to
run
hit
back
and
than
roll
a soft shot.
Yeah. Or
And I played with James forever.
Try
I had him throwing a
get
lot
it
of
in
run
here.
backs and hits because he was playing third, but
think we could.
he's really good at the soft shot. So that might have been the shot he was talked into by molding, I thought, more than anything. Because that was he wasn't far off, but that's a disaster right now.
If we nose that one, he's probably playing a double.
Do you like the draw?
The draw? I think so, yeah.
I think we want to talk about where we really want to leave this.
14 and a half.
Like, is that better?
Yeah, we definitely can't be deep enough that he can freeze and get 4 foot, right?
Yeah.
Because that's his out.
Like, I mean, is this the best?
James Grattan's got the raise double, which he will be
That way
awfully
For him
close at
to
making.
roll that one in, he's almost dead jamming it here.
You want to call a timeout right now? This is, I
Sure.
think this is a big
Timeout.
shot.
So Team
Timeout.
Canada, their first
This is a big
timeout.
shot right now. Let's make sure we pick the right
And
one.
they have a great experience head coach and Don Bartlett, who will
Like,
step
you guys
out
like this, but where do you want
to
to put it?
Briers
There's
with
lots of
Kevin
options
Martin
for them right now.
in 97 Calgary, 91 in Hamilton.
Try to get top 8.
Yeah. What do you think, Don?
Yeah, if you're going in the 8 foot there, it's got to be far enough so that if he raises that one,
Yeah.
we're shot, right?
Yeah.
You don't like hitting that at all,
That's not bad.
And if we're coming a hair deep, we try to carve it into here.
If we hit that one, he's drawing
He's
back
drawing back
into
there.
the world
Yeah,
back here.
Well, I mean, if we lose this good, he's doing the same thing.
He
He's
might
got to make
still
it,
be drawing
right?
this.
Yeah.
He's got to make it.
What do we? Yeah.
I
I
think-
think we put it here. He's just.
I think if we put it
Yeah.
here, he's taking a double and happy to give us 2.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
happy with 2.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
You like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just make sure you out count
We
that
gotta get,
run
we got,
back.
we
right?
gotta get there the
Yeah.
way, Butch.
Yeah. Even just split the center line full top 8.
Or he can nut it in there. Do we have enough of it if we do that? I guess so.
You want a little across,
I think we
hey?
gotta get it shade across.
Okay,
so
so
they can't nut it in behind.
There was our
Yeah, I know.
Even like
I know. Yeah.
he makes a double up and maybe you can get them all. Okay?
Yep. If he's deep enough, you just make the top 2.
There's a little bit of separation there. You can definitely manipulate that rock
Yeah.
onto this side.
Yep. Well, I was saying if he fits top 4 though, we can hammer it in. He can't hit it. If we make the top double, pretty tough.
Yeah.
Okay, just top 8.
Yeah.
So timeout called. Bottcher settles in.
This could be an audible on the way, hog line in. You know, if it's a little deep, you got to take it really deep. If it's a little light,
Easy, Brad.
you don't really want to set up a easy double off of this rock either
Line's
with
good.
the raise back.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Weight's good. Just
Line's good.
Weight's good. Clean.
Line's
Top
pretty
8,
good.
top 4.
Rally curl. Where are we?
We're top. Just by
Top 4. For full 4. Full 4. Full 4.
And you heard they didn't want to come in too deep and give Grattan the out.
Over cleaned it in here.
Yeah, not ideal. I think you might see James think about the freeze. If he glues it in there, there goes that whole end. slight mistake there, Brian. It's you wanted him to play the raise. He makes the raise, even if he makes the double. That rock would be closer, but because it's so deep, a perfect freeze.
No, like both Paul and mine.
Bottcher's got a tough one for two.
It's funny too, and you always talk about the pro miss. They said it. Bottcher was having that conversation with Jansen. They said we just can't come too deep to give them the out, and they did.
And they did. Yeah. Easy to do.
Yeah, easy for us up here in the booth.
Way easier. Now this better be made though, or that rock positioning is real good.
Watch the room.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Close.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Final stone, James Grattan on the way here in 7 without hammer.
A little heavy.
Trailing by 1.
Whoa. Real close.
We need curl.
Whoa.
Okay, we're okay.
It's there. It's bouncing right now.
Whoa.
Needing this to finish up, curl up a little bit more. And it digs in. Second shot rock for now with 1 to come.
I think it's good enough, yeah.
Boy, James.
Very nice.
You're right, though. It took a while.
So draw the side of the pin and collect your 2.
That's perfect, yeah. Good shot, buddy. Jeez, it took a while.
Yeah.
Nice shot, James.
Great speed.
Russ, it's one thing to see it from the overhead. Yeah, just draw and get. But when you sit in the hack visually, how hard is this?
146 feet away. Yeah,
it just looks so difficult.
Yeah, and it is that difficult. How true.
I think the same.
This is he can't really use his last one for a bit of a teach because this is so much wider. I'm guessing quicker, but that's exactly what it is, an educated guess here by the brushers.
Well, the stats say those 4 previous draws were pretty good. Final stone here in 7. Brendan Bottcher, 1 in his back pocket, trying a very tough draw to pick up 2 here in 7.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Okay.
Always curl.
Here comes the house. Here comes the curl. Molding, waiting. Needs to dig in. And that slides too far. So that draw from Grattan, huge to take away a potential deuce. New Brunswick forces, they got hammer. And down by 2 when we come back. Welcome back to the Brier and Lethbridge. And there you see the updated score. Alberta cruising over Newfoundland and Labrador 12-3. But obviously, pretty cool story as Newfoundland Labrador, a young team here for the first time. And how about this young man? This is Nicholas Codner. He's the alternate. He's come in the game. He is 15 years old. And for the longest time, even before all the stats were actually recorded, we do believe he's the youngest ever to compete in a Brier. For the longest time, teenagers not allowed to compete in this competition. That rule changed, I believe, Kathy, about 6 years ago. So what a thrill for this young man, Nicholas Codner. You got a story to tell. Welcome to the show, young man, at 15 years of age.
Well, and I think an overdue rule change, if you are good enough to get here as this young Nathan Young's team is, why not have the experience? Why not stay in the game instead of wondering what it would be like to go to a Brier? These are life-changing moments in your life and also in your career. So it's just terrific to see him out there.
Also worth noting, too, pretty cool to see Carter Rycroft also into the game as he comes in as well for John Morris. Carter, we last saw him at the Brier back in 2016 in Ottawa with Pat Simmons, 3-time Brier champ, obviously Olympian as well, winning a silver medal back in the day with Kevin Martin. So, guy that we've seen wear those Alberta colors before. Nice story. That's pretty cool for Nicholas Codner. So back to our feature matchup. Team Canada 4-2 over New Brunswick. And how key, Russ, was that shot from Jimmy the Kid Grattan to make that draw to force Team Canada?
Game saver, no question about it. And he got it in a good spot because he wanted it frozen, but it was on the corner, which made Bottcher go that much wider, and they just misswept it a hair. And it was a guess. But it was looking like as many as 4, and you force them to 1. And now, Grattan with a deuce here, she's all tied up.
Whoa! Whoa! Curl! 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 Whoa. Okay, that's good.
It's good.
I in? What do you think? Or do we peel a corner? It's not a good...
Is it crazy to try to make the double peel off the left corner and the center one?
Yeah, that's risky though. If we could tap them in too by doing that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's
sure.
Interesting.
Few
To
feet
not,
more then, hey?
they could peel 2 up,
Couple feet more.
Yeah.
but they are sitting 2. So at this point, if they play a really solid end, they're going to force Grattan to a single. But they're not going to choke off the corner guard. They're actually just going to go in the open. I'm a little bit surprised at that.
It's there. No, never.
Line's good.
I think this is close, Cart.
Yeah. They don't want to.
James has thrown that corner guard for a reason.
Line's
He'd
good.
like to get
Line's
around either of those
Line's
corners.
good. T-line.
Line's perfect.
Line's good. Right on the T-line. Line's good. Whoa.
Doesn't need the curl.
Don't want to get it too much behind that guard. Sorry, Jim. Good shot.
Kathy, last time we checked in on Team Ontario, obviously a ton of frustration from the team, a pick from Glenn Howard, and Howard down by 1, Dunstone hammer in 8.
But fighting their way back, scoring 2 last in, and Glenn made a great tap on his final. He is shot stone. Matt had a chance to lie 2 on his first, but was light, and that allowed that Ontario opportunity. Trying to tap his own now, chance for 2 if he can get it on the angle.
Dustin Kidby has been scrubbing the entire way. Oh, the little wick.
Oh, man.
And it will be a steal. So Glenn Howard, Team Ontario battling back, all tied up at 6 after 8.
Great comeback after that disappointing pick. But Dunstone almost got that by for a 2.
Boy, Paul.
We can make...
Good end, boys. Real good. Hindsight, we were just talking about, I had the same line and bumped it another.
Just bite the 4. Speed's nice.
Yeah.
14-7.
Man, I thought. But
Easy right now.
No, we're good.
Don't lose this one, guys. I thought that was a little
Line's
quiet.
good.
Okay.
Gotta go.
Line's good. Go ahead. It's curling. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go, Cart. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Come on, Cart.
Hard Cart. Hard Cart. Hard Cart. Give me 12.
Yeah, that's a lot of effort. Carrick Martin, all he had, and they're just shy of the
It's
paint.
getting slower, to be honest. But
Yeah.
what do you think?
Whatever you're
Still
seeing.
get there.
Injured's not there based on the...
And our first final on this Saturday night, handshakes between Yukon and PEI as Tyler Smith takes the loss. And for Thomas Scoffin, out of the White Horse Curling Club, a 13-7 victory. And for Thomas, this is also a homecoming as well. He played a lot of curling in Alberta, Kathy. I believe a Canadian junior in this province for Alberta, winning a silver medal. So nice for him to come back and compete here in Lethbridge.
And the biggest difference in that game was that the first round bye was given to Tyler Smith, and Thomas Scoffin had already been out on the ice, and it really was evident that he was more comfortable, he being Scoffin, and Tyler was chasing for much of the game.
Just a hair deep.
Yeah, that's okay.
Saskatchewan Colton Flash with the bye tonight in this draw.
Definitely more.
Line's
Just a
good.
pound slower here with the big crowd night game.
Easy.
Most of the curlers are right-handed, and as this rock gets to the 12-foot, you're going over the wear pattern from the home end, where everybody slides out right about now, and it's where it can just slow down that foot or so.
And frozen to the lid, still shot stone, New Brunswick, but a great placement for Team Canada.
Did it ever? See that yellow-red up there too? That's a Team Canada rock that's coming back if Bottcher chooses.
But then they thought it was sliding all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Little less.
I get
Pretty close. Way less.
Top 4.
No, it's not that. It's okay. Whoa.
Line's good.
Weight's close.
Top 4.
sliding pretty good. Line's real good. Paul, yep. Gonna die here. Gonna die. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Okay, well, it's over, Bendy.
Nice throw.
Not horrible. If they play something on it, we might catch them.
Weight was good.
Weight was perfect.
Oh, just lot. It looked like Max at the hog line.
It did.
Yeah, he's got kind of, well, not really both, but kind of. They're both tricky front.
That way, he's always, that one's much harder.
Yeah.
This one, he could actually pick it in there.
Yeah. I mean, his easiest shot right now is side button.
Hit that one.
And our second official final as Cooey 14-3. I see Carter Rycroft back on the ice as the alternate, getting some playing time. So 2-0 for Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta. And that's something Kevin talked about as well. He always has a poker face, but he said on the inside, man, this feels good. He's very excited to have friends, family, people in the building once again at a Brier.
And good for John Morris. He said that one of the things about Carter being on the team is it's one of his best friends. With the pandemic, they hadn't been able to spend time together. And when they got up, it was John who pointed at the bench to call Carter in. So even though he loves the excitement of this game, and he talks about maybe being his last, he sat back to allow Carter to play. I think that's awesome.
14.5.
I think Johnny Moe got the better of him at a Canadian Junior back in the day in the final as well, beating Carter Rycroft.
Little room.
Easy line.
Room.
Wall line.
I didn't.
Lots of room.
There, by itself.
Close. Line's
Close,
good.
but probably don't want
Getting
to.
better.
Skip Stone's here in 8.
Still room.
Weight's good.
Can't bounce.
Weight's getting
right now.
better, but
Can't bounce.
okay. Maybe just me, Carter,
Yeah.
if anything.
No. Easy. Easy.
Good. That's a good spot.
Ooh. Bounces out another inch as a red double.
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah. That's a
Good.
spot.
Yeah. Good judge.
They're going a little bit farther on the front end. I would say they've misjudged 2 or 3 by, only a couple of feet, but it's just, I think, that much quicker than it has been the last couple of years because of the crowd, the heat from the crowd.
Do we ever try and get rid of that somehow? Because then we would have the draw, right?
Yeah. I might. He might be shot after I try that, though. Or you just talking about peeling it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know? Can we nose this as it doesn't do much for us?
You might be able to kick this one out a little bit. I don't know if that helps.
No. We need something on this side.
Yeah.
We guys burn a whole lot of time here.
Yeah.
Well, but you're right. He can't do much right now. He can maybe do. I don't think he can afford to do that.
And then
That's not bad. Move it a foot.
Guys, we have plenty of time, but do you guys want to time
No,
out?
but what do you?
want to use the
Just thinking, move it to the foot, and I can hammer that next time. But
Yeah, like, it never touches this, eh?
I don't know. I might give him a shot until I get shot, though.
I know, and it
Yeah.
can be bad. Right now, we're scoring 1.
Yeah.
It's not dead.
And we can.
try
Maybe
to-
if I peel that guard, I got a shot for 2.
Don't think so.
Tough. I don't even know if you can outdraw this here. Look.
Well, I'll peel that guard, then I have
Yeah,
this.
that was the one that I was
Actually,
kind of
dude, you
thinking
can
of.
even roll off. Peel it out on the end.
Or what about? Do we do that even? If I ever nose it, though, I'm not happy.
Yeah. I like peeling this right now. That'll give you
But
something.
peel's not easy either, eh? We're rattling something.
Yeah, but that's okay. Like, we just can throw normal.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right?
Yeah, don't
Okay.
jiggle.
It's an interesting situation here because
Here?
there's a couple shots that Grattan would like to play to set up his next one. But if they don't come off, like hitting that red one right where Darren's standing, if he hits it and rolls in, great. But if he hits it dead on, Bottcher makes the double and he's sitting shot rock buried.
Just even roll of the center line is not deadly. Just open up the out-turn draw.
Cagey play here, just trying to leave some space for the out-turn draw to the button, which is all I can see for 2 at this point. Deciding not to throw a bullet, and so he doesn't disturb all the guards down the center.
Yeah. Clean. Yep. Yep. Clean.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
James Grattan, his first here in 8. And where does that end up? He'll just push the red through.
Doesn't hurt him. Good shot.
Good shot. Yeah.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and we focus on the skips.
If we just threw one here, doesn't that do the
And
trick?
Anywhere in here.
as you see, he's developed a Grattan. As Grattan, obviously not the numbers he was looking for. Actually, if you look at the numbers, both skips obviously not their best that we've seen percentage-wise for us, but what do you make of those numbers?
Well,
How do we get that
the other 6 curlers have put enough pressure on the 2 skips when they have hammered to make some errors. James hit a 0 by trying to get a rock that was on the pin. He had to draw to it a little bit heavy. The one he came up light was probably the only real mistake, and I just think it was less rotation than anything. The guys didn't see that curling into the slower area. Bottcher's played really well. The only draw shot he's missed this week. Well, it's only 2 games. He was 100% last night on draws, and he was 100% till last end when they actually overswept his tough shot for 2. So advantage Bottcher for sure. What's he trying here? Might just be guarding with the other turn, Brian. You have to take so much ice in this arena ice. You're into a path that you're not, the team's not used to. So just take the other turn.
Line's good.
Won the Heck Gervais Award last year as the MVP at the Brier, and finally breaking through, winning his first Tankard Championship.
Yep, go ahead. Yep, hard.
We're good. We're good.
That's good.
Really smart play. Not even James Grattan can make a curl to the button.
I don't see anything.
With you sweeping carving, though, Russ, there's a chance.
Yeah,
right?
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Wow, even Kathy liked that one. Okay.
I could get in there, maybe top button to the tee line. That's my best area.
That was all that was left to throw it away for James Grattan. So he'll take his single. So back-to-back forces, Team Canada with hammer. As we'll step aside from Lethbridge. Welcome back to our Saturday night coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier here in Lethbridge. First time the city has hosted the National Men's Curling Championship. There's here Leon Bottcher scored a single in the second, a couple steals in a row. It's been a good game back and forth. Feedstone's on the way. This one from Carrick Martin as Team Canada trying to improve to 2-0 in their title defense. A 4-3 advantage. Up by 1 with hammer here. 9 throwing the red stones. The last team to go back-to-back was Brad Gushu a few years back when they were able to defend.
Get it in there. Good scrub, guys. Very good. Nice shot.
It wasn't great. Yeah.
There'll be some fur flying this end with 2 guards by New Brunswick. They've kind of played their hand already. They're all in. Bottcher knows that. So 2 perfect shots by Carrick Martin. Carrick's had 2 great games.
Yeah, James is, I have to think it's just slowing down a bit.
94 right now, not counting that rock, and 100 last night.
I mean, this whole team, but that front end was brilliant in the bubble in Calgary as well.
Yes.
I think we got to go with top.
Good line. Line should be good.
Top 8.
Go.
Top 12. Yeah.
Line's good. Line's good. Get her there, Darren. Come on. Yeah, line's fine. Come on, Darren. All you got. Let's go. Keep going. Go.
A little on the light side here, but get it in there.
That's fine.
It's not getting any quicker. Definitely.
It isn't. In fact, I was timing it, Russ, because you had mentioned something earlier, and the game started at about 15-1, and it's at 14-5 now, 14-4, so it's definitely slowing down.
Yeah, and it'll be maybe exaggerated in certain spots. If you get it wide enough, it'll probably still in that 15 area, but a little slow handle down that slide path. They're not gonna be able to drag it. That's part of the problem. They can't drag it like they think they can.
Toss, Brad. Yeah. Make this good.
Fourth Brier appearance for Paul Dobson. It was Grattan's third in Kingston back in 2020. They had a 3-4 record that year. And he skipped New Brunswick and Hamilton way back in 2007.
Weight's good. Got a curl. Got a bend. It's getting better. Good spot, good spot.
Sit. Good, Paul.
So we know Yukon beating PEI, Alberta beating Newfoundland Labrador. Another game going on right next door, Ontario. And wild card number 2, that's Matt Dunstone in a 6-6 tie. They blanked 9. So in 10, Dunstone all locked up with that critical hammer coming home.
Well, and that blank because Matt made an angle run double on his first to clear a lot of stones out. Glenn had to come back with a double of his own, so it was a blank, but some pretty great shot making to get to that point.
Nice shot.
Thiessen, nice job to clean some granite
Then we go here.
from up front.
Double. Whatever. What am I throwing?
Firm.
Okay.
Good call. Instead of really risking it, which is what they kind of did by throwing up 2 guards, now the situation's a little different. They've got one in the rings. Make this fairly simple double. Stop the blank opportunity for Canada. That's the only thing New Brunswick can't have. Whoops.
Roll it. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I like the throw.
That's where Bottcher missed wide too. Remember, they were just
It's all right.
puzzled.
Anything stick around there.
That felt good.
That's that
Didn't
same
curl.
spot James threw earlier.
Yeah. Like,
I guess you put that in your book, right? You felt you threw it good. You communicate that. Yeah, I missed, but that's a spot you got to keep an eye on going forward.
Like it's 2 feet heavier than it's been.
Line's
Looks
good.
Close. It looks good. Just for line.
Yep.
Little bit.
Okay. Weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Weight's really good.
Line's
Tee,
whoa,
top tee.
Whoa.
Whoa, never.
Just to here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sure shot.
Great shot, Pat. Very good.
Didn't want to lose it.
Pat Jansen having a game.
draw around the yellow. Draw around the yellow.
I don't like that.
I was thinking second shot around the yellow.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't mind that.
Cuts the rings down, and who knows, right?
Yep.
Should be a little slower here.
This is where being an ice maker and a great ice maker pays dividends for all 4 New Brunswick players. This is going across the center, which is, and when it gets to the hog line, that's the slide path at the far end where the wear and tear is. Darren immediately said it's slower here.
Hard!
Yep.
Hard, you got it! Go, Andy!
Not heavy.
Go, Andy, hard!
McCann Dobson trying to answer the call again. And not as deep as they wanted, nor buried, but in the rings, top 12.
Isn't even the end of the
I think we
world.
have to hit that one.
Yeah. Don't mind a big roll either. Yeah. Try and get.
You like board?
Board's the right
I like that.
call for this shot. Always
Where
pick
do
the
we wanna
appropriate
roll?
speed.
Is it good just right in front even?
Rolling to
You
here.
can roll
to
right
ours, I
into
think.
it. You're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I try to freeze to ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you throw a lot of weight and hit it thick enough to stay, it goes across the top of that corner red one. By throwing board, they can roll to sit 3.
Yeah, I like it.
The blank opportunities left town, so Might as well try for that 2 or 3 here. 2 would be massive.
Good boy.
Oh, curl. Gotta go, Brad. Gotta go. Gotta go hard. Hard, Brad. Right to it. Right to it. Right
Brad
to it,
Thiessen,
right to it.
look
Watch
at
that
the
one,
pounding, trying to
Watch
curl
that
it. There's the tap. There's the
Good shot, good
rollover.
shot.
And another beauty.
I can't tell you how many teams that I've watched play, maybe not at this level, or coached that would throw normal at that. It's kill the enemy rock. We're 1 up. We got hammer. Let's get rid of that thing. Bottcher, no. We throw the right weight. It gets Thiessen more effective because it's got more time to get down there. And it just wasn't going to roll very far. Perfect shot.
Not rolling this one.
And to add to that, you can use the world-class sweepers that you have.
Right.
That he can finish it for you, and what a shot.
Yeah. So good normal, hey?
I got all of it.
So you can throw any weight you want then.
Well, I don't want to roll too far. I like just good normal. It's plugging, but we might be second over there.
That goes right there. That's the other thing. Jansen rolled it perfect. I don't think James can get that
just
that
like
top rock, this one here. I don't think he can get it out of play. So he can't hit this too thin either. He won't get the one that was just thrown.
Too, so. We're just rolling it to the top button. Okay.
So he's trying to get the one that was just thrown by Pat and try to roll over to the center line and give Bottcher a tougher look.
Whoa. Yeah.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Skip Stone's hero 9. James Grattan. The red piling up here against Team New Brunswick. Hit the Reds, roll it over. Lovely shot from James Grattan, top 4.
That's so good.
Good shot.
Couldn't have carried it down.
Yeah. I know we probably didn't get it, did we?
I think it's us.
You think it's us? Yeah. Oh, I thought it wasn't.
I don't know.
Yeah, who's closer on the sides there?
We draw.
Oh, that's pretty good. Shooting, buddy.
I think we're 2.
Great.
Yeah, it looks like we're 2. Yeah.
Maybe not if we're playing this.
Oh, I don't know. It's really important.
Throw heavy hack.
Are we second?
Are we 2?
It's close.
Okay.
It's close.
It sure looks red.
I think red is
Throwing
third
like
shot
forward
stone
here?
right now.
You do, eh?
Kind of
Okay.
thing, or- Just like a heavy hack.
Okay.
Just give me a little more.
Yep.
You're listening to a front end curler that has never measured a rock.
In you?
And I will continue to, Russ. Just
okay.
I'm hoping she'll buy me breakfast in the morning. We got a morning draw to call, my friend.
Almost
Yep.
Yep. Solid.
Whoa.
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 Whoa. Close.
Forward. Whoa.
Whoa.
Solid hack. Clean.
Brendan Bottcher,
Clean.
his first year in
Whoa.
9.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Quiet weight, and look at that. Nudges it back. How good is that?
Tough double, too.
Good. We've been unlucky where we rolled to, but we were always rolling over there somewhere. So.
Boy, it sure matters now who that third
exactly.
stone is.
I think if James throws this hard enough, Kathy, you could jump across, make the double, and you're probably buried her.
I think so too. You can at least move that
Well,
red
there's that
far
outturn
enough.
that we
Yeah,
could
you don't
get
have to move it far,
over-
do you?
We're hitting
Under
like
curl and all.
2/3.
So maybe just center line then. I always think I got to go there, so I think it's time to take an inch less now.
Okay.
What about that last comment we just heard there, Russ? He just said just moving the broom a little bit because of what he's seen in the game.
Two things. He's realized that this side's straighter, but on all these arena conditions at the top level, the ice gets straighter as the game goes along. So James has been in the Brier so many times, he's got that figured out. That's not enough ice end number 1, but it probably is now.
Appearance number 15 at the big show. Another appearance of the Tim Hortons Brier.
Curl.
What has he got here? His final stone in 9. James Grattan. A big scrub. 1. Roll it. 2. The tap, and he is shot stone. Here in 9 with 1 to come from Brendan Bottcher.
That's just about as good as he could do. He'd love to kick that out of there, but
Boy, James.
I'm I don't think Brendan Bottcher can see a ton of this yellow one.
Throw, bud.
Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter.
Really good shot.
That spot's.
Look at that. It's lost. It's buried. Makeable.
And I thought we were gonna.
Maybe they're playing the double.
Yeah, the double for 3.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear.
I suppose he has the same shot, whether I get that
The
out
only
or
way
not.
he
Just
misses this is wide. He can't miss narrow.
You're tied coming home if he doesn't make this. He can make it off his own, actually, if he flashes it. That's true, eh?
Final stone in 9. Brendan Bottcher to take a stranglehold in the game. Yellow actually hits his red. Don't go anywhere. Hear the crowd's reaction. A steal. New Brunswick still alive. All tied up at 4. "39-year-old Andy McCann leads stones for Team New Brunswick, and what a steal by James Grattan in 9. So here in 10 in a 4-4 tie. It is Team Canada Red Stones with hammer. But that gives certainly this team a little bit of life as we come home in 10, Russ. And as we saw last night, anything can happen in these close games.
We just watched anything could happen. I didn't see that happening at all. I thought he'd make contact on the top one. I'm not sure how he'd missed Grattan's backhand for at least a score of a single. Really, really great fight for Team Grattan here. I talked in the opening about, yes, you've got Darren Moulding, and James Grattan's a proven veteran and a great player, but good the front end hang in there. Andy McCann, 96%. Paul Dobson, 90. Out curling Team Canada's front end.
Easy.
Line's good.
Easy. Line's good.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Hair light. Yep. Go, guys. Go. Come on. Come on. Go.
Gotta go.
Go.
Nice shot, Cart. Very good.
Nice.
On it, yeah.
All right, update time, Kathy, in a 6-6 tie. Howard Dunstone, 10th end.
Well, nothing going up front. Kirk Myers removed all the granite up front. Glenn tried to draw on his first, came short, but he did make the second one, forcing Matt to try to remove it. But because he has the other stones in the house, just needs to make this one go away, and he'll have enough stones to count.
Matt Dunstone, final stone, bang, away it goes. As he improves to 2-0 as Team Wildcard, one of the 3 wildcard teams in the field. And Ontario, Glenn Howard dropping to 0-2. So 1 game remaining here at NMAX Center in Lethbridge.
It's fine.
That's good.
Shot.
Good spot.
Good. Good shot. Play it a little low with your out turn. Okay.
You're saying good. That's probably the politically correct answer, but yes, it's buried and it shrinks the rings, but they would have loved that a lot higher, closer to the pin.
Clean. Go. Clean. Yep.
Brad T said, yeah, he's got 1, he's got 2. Nice shot.
Great throw.
Still pretty good. Yeah.
An update from Beijing, and what a job. Wheelchair curling at the Paralympics, and Mark Eidson skipping this team. Look at that, 7-3 over China, 8-4 over Switzerland. Outstanding job. Next up, they'll take on Latvia at 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So congratulations to Mark and company, Kathy. What an outstanding job.
Well, this is the second time for Mark skipping, and 3 of the members of the team took a bronze in Pyeongchang, and they won gold in Sochi. So we are really, really well represented.
Those are 2 solid, strong countries that they've beaten already. A little deep there. It's a little risky. You could jam this, but it just hit it right on the center line. Everything flies.
Which turn? Which turn? Okay.
Thick half?
Yeah.
Right on the center line. It's perfect. The shooter should roll out with the speed that Thiessen can throw. Yellow on the red. Red goes straight back into the back. New Brunswick Rock.
Close. You're close.
Curl, hard.
Okay.
Good shot. Good shot, Brad.
Yeah, didn't curl enough. Another good inch, and that's made.
Brad turning 32 back on March the 1st.
Hair thicker.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Yeah. It's the hair thicker. Not bad.
You want to keep, as a maybe a fifth man or a coach, keep track of the errors, the misses, and a lot of cases there's a theme. Everything's being missed wide here now.
Tight.
Probably because it's just getting a little straighter.
Real tight.
They did that for us. There's not a big enough book, though.
There's a pattern, all right. No made shots.
Yeah.
Jeez, that spot's
Top 12.
nowhere near like the other way. What is it about that spot? It's just sped up, everybody's gone?
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah. Shit. Okay, but
That can happen, believe it or not. The ice should slow down, especially down the middle. I've been talking about it all game, but they're down to one sheet. Gets a little cooler.
Sorry, man.
Huge shot here.
Whoa! Curl! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Curl!
Whoa!
Precision.
Beautiful shot making.
Let's go, Darren.
Time now for the game story, brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of curling Canada. And in a 4-4 tie, it's been an entertaining game, a close game, but what's been the difference thus far in your mind, Russ?
Well, the 3-0 lead, I think, and it really was, James had a really tough shot. He had to draw the pin a little bit heavy. That made it 3-0. It's tough to catch a team like Team Canada from that, but look at that, 83 New Brunswick, 82 Team Canada. They might be 0-2 here, but a wonderful start for New Brunswick.
Just makes me think, too, back to the Scotties and Andrea Crawford. What a special run that was. And actually, you know, James talked about her and that team, how proud he was, how happy he was for that team. How many years have they been knocking on the door? And just a wonderful performance from New Brunswick.
No kidding. Andrea's just one of the best shot makers that nobody seems to know about. And it's all about, again, just like Grattan, you got to find 4 players. James Grattan's 4 players have really supported him tonight, and they're taking on last year's best team in the country, right down to the last brick.
Clean.
Close. Puck.
Whoa.
It really sends a nice message, because sometimes the East goes, we can't beat these guys. And yes, you can. Not all the time.
Well, you saw that note on the screen. Close game as well in the bubble, 6-5.
Yes.
That's fine.
Didn't want to leave it there, Brian.
Nice shot.
Wanted to roll right out in the open.
Yeah, you'll need a little more.
Here, probably.
And Bottcher, too, so battle-tested. Think about it. We talked about the Brier finals, his first one in St. John's. They got beat up a little bit, 3 wins. He's been back ever since. Consecutive Brier appearances. Defending champ, Maple Leaf on your back. And, I mean, he's played in a lot of these games. He's been on both sides. It's got to make you better.
It has to. It just does. The little things you learn in all these pressure situations.
I knew it was heavy right at the
Okay,
stand.
well then let's, okay.
Yeah.
So from 4 sheets in play, down to this one in our feature.
Whoa line.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Wow. Whoa. Wait only.
Running a bit.
Line's
There.
good. Yes.
Wait's there. Wait's there.
Straight.
Wait's
There,
there.
a little bounce. Whoa.
Pumping. Pretty heavy.
Curl. Whoa.
No, you can't.
Needs to curl up a little tap. It is shot stone.
Down the line for the next one. Hopefully he just picks it.
That was really interesting. That was 14-28. So if you throw that in the first couple of ends, you're back 12 or through the house, and they were still calling heavy. But also when it's got to that slide path, it got slower and it started to break.
Yeah.
But for James, if he's in that same path, I think he'll know. But boy, if you get outside of that, it can make you look foolish.
It's so true. It's hard to explain that to people, because you'll go home and people say, "Well, that guy couldn't even draw the 8-foot." Well, you know, it's not identical across the sheet for the whole 3 hours. Dead on might be the play here, Kathy.
Yeah.
Brendan Bottcher, his first and 10 in a 4-4 tie by the guard. Bang the yellow, avoids the jam. And he'll sit 2, but is there a little pocket now to try come 2?
Certainly is. I'm not sure. I assumed they were trying to roll the other way.
I think so too, because you're giving him the same shot, and now you're forcing Brendan. We've just talked about the draw weight to draw full 4.
Sorry.
And that can be tricky.
Sorry.
And Brendan
Oh, that's
can't
okay.
pick it across
I was
the
yelling most of the way.
high side either to it's going to jam. So that if this is made, he's got button, and that's all.
Let's lock it on, Paul.
He'll be close.
You heard his last comment. Hopefully I get another chance to know the path.
Weight's good.
Needs to be shot stone. His final stone here in 10.
Weight's heavy, baby.
Weight's
good.
Easy, it's running.
Molding the call.
It's got to slow down.
No.
They didn't want to overbrush this. Has to be shot stone. Needs to dig in, a little tap. But very much available here for Brendan Bottcher with 1 to come.
Just a little enthusiasm early on the brushing. You know, they were waiting for it to hit the slide path.
Weight was decent. Just, you know what I mean?
Those are tough. Like the perfect freeze is as hard as it gets, and you're going across that center line. Exactly what Bottcher was hoping for.
And the bonus here, you don't have to worry about the shooter. You got the red counters. Just make the yellow go away.
Clean, clean, clean.
Final stone.
Clean.
Brendan Bottcher on the way. Brushes down. Yellow goes, and Brendan Bottcher, Team Canada, a massive win as he improves to 2-0. And disappointing for Darren Moulding in his hometown and a new team. Give them credit, they battled. But the defending champs, it's early but perfect as they'll celebrate a 6-4 win. Brendan Bottcher out of Edmonton improving to 2-0.
Good game.
And 2 close games to start for James Grattan out of Oromocto.
Thanks, everyone. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty nice, even in a loss for Darren Moulding.
Class.
As we check the standings, so Pool A, Cooey, Dunstone, Bottcher, 2-0. McEwen, Fleming, Jacobs, Gushu winning their openers. Top 3 from each pool advance to the playoffs. And you want to be top in your pool. Guarantees you more life when it comes to the championship round, which is next weekend. Yeah, always nice to be home. Photos with fans. Even in a loss, always great to catch up with the fans in the building. We'll step aside and wrap things up next.
Thanks, guys.
The Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Yeah, win or lose, always nice to have a hug from your buddy, his son Brady. A tough one for New Brunswick as Darren Moulding back. Basically his second home of Lethbridge. Tomorrow morning, draw 4, we are back. Myself, Kathy Gauthier will have the call. Mike McEwen, Manitoba at 1-0, taking on one of the wildcard teams. Jason Gunlickson out of Manitoba when we return tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Draw 4, Pool B, right here on TSN. Yeah, a rematch of former friends, teammates, as Team Canada. Brendan Bottcher in his home province improving to 2-0 on behalf of myself, Russ Howard, Kathy Gauthier. Thanks for watching our coverage. We'll return tomorrow right here on TSN. In the meantime, SportsCenter is next with Jermaine Franklin and Mark Rowe.